You're listening to a Cult Talk Network podcast.
Welcome everyone to Cultober.
This is the fucking Cultober finale, is what
Finale.
it
Finale.
Finale.
is.
Fin.
Fragile. It must be Italian.
Why is okay?
But
Because it's spicy.
So welcome everyone to the wrap up of the Cultober. We are joined today by Michael Henty, and to my left,
We have this guy named Eric.
Hobo.
I'm Ben.
I'm Anna.
her first appearance on the Cult Talk
Yeah.
Network.
I am popping my cherry here today.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
She don't have a cherry. Go on.
I'm Bailey. Hi, guys.
And Bailey, back to us. So this is going to wrap up Cultober. Hopefully you all have enjoyed the month up to this point. If not, then don't tell me about it.
And we are expecting perhaps Ian to drop in.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ian might drop in at
we
some
might
point.
get a wild Ian appears.
Ian has a sick tum-tum today. Tyler is a little sickish today.
He's got never mind.
Who, Tyler?
I don't think we should talk about it.
We shouldn't bring up the fact that he's got HIV.
Right.
No, not HIV, full-blown AIDS.
Oh,
Lord.
Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS.
He don't have AIDS, guys. He's fine. He might be
He'll
fine
be
by
fine.
the next week.
Yeah, he's good.
If he dies, he dies, and our social media goes down. It's okay.
All right.
But today we are going to be reviewing Trick or Treat, and spoiler alert, we're going to be doing spoilers throughout this whole thing. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
If you
this
haven't
is-
seen this, come on.
Yeah, so this is going to be a slightly different thing. We're actually doing a watch along / pause / commentary.
Yep.
So this is going to be interesting.
Yes. So before we get into it, Eric, how about you hit us with some film stats there?
All right. We have some film stats for Trick or Treat. I have been pronouncing it incorrectly. It's Trick or Treat.
How have you been pronouncing
Apostrophe R. Trick or Treat.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm-
yeah.
Making an attempt at humor.
sure. I totally noticed your difference when you said it fast.
Yeah. Well, no, I got it. I was like, why?
Because he spelled it. He made it
Trick or-
made it a
trick or
point to
treat.
spell
No,
it
I
that
get
way.
that part. Why did you pronounce it trick or treat?
I don't know. I
That's-
just always have. I don't.
Some people's kids, you think they're
or
raised
treat.
right, and this happens.
I
It's
should.
fine.
You're right. I should be. Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Film stats.
Yikes.
So it was actually. I didn't realize it was made in. It came out in 2007,
Yeah, I was like in
which
high
that's
school.
a lot earlier than I thought.
Yeah, but
it was so-
so this movie has kind of a thing with that. It was filmed, wrapped, trailer cut, and then something happened to the production company. I actually think they went under or whatever.
Huh.
And it had a super delayed release.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
I had a trailer. I had a DVD that had a trailer for this movie 2 or 3 years before it ever came out.
It's
No
actually
kidding.
based off an animated short
Oh,
from
really?
'96.
From 96.
Yeah, 96 animated short film that I can't pronounce his name. Dougherty.
Michael Dougherty.
It's Michael Dougherty.
Yeah, Dougherty.
Dougherty.
Made that served as the inspiration of the movie.
The
He did
man,
a
the
short,
myth,
didn't
the
he?
motherfucking legend.
Ben
It
loves
also
this guy.
debuted the character of Sam.
Yep.
in
God.
the short.
So it was a
It
96
was called it was Trick or Treat Making Friends.
I want to see this short.
Season's Greetings.
Season's Greetings.
So he did another one that was called Making Friends.
Ooh, he likes his monsters.
Well, he's been trying. They've been trying to get a sequel out.
Yeah, but I remember watching this in high school. It was like an instant favorite. Like
Right.
I couldn't even when we was even watching now. It was just an instant favorite, instant classic. It had no choice but to be a good film.
This Michael.
Oh,
Michael
Jip
knows
dude,
what
join
he's
your
doing.
dad. Jip dude, join your dad.
So my mastiff is being intrusive. Come on,
Yes.
Gypsy.
She's like, I can't
You
get
wanna be
over there,
part of
mom.
it as well. Huh?
Give us some more stats there, Eric.
So, speaking of Michael, he wrote and directed this film.
Not me, Dougherty.
Not you, Michael Dougherty. It was produced by Brian Singer.
What else has he done?
So
Brian Singer.
yes,
He's
the
yeah.
founder of Bad Hat Harry Productions.
yes. He's done quite a bit.
So I've got. Let's see if I can get to his.
So he did
filmography.
He had Supernatural.
Yep.
That's who Bobby's actually named after. I think.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's
sure.
I-
Bobby
yep,
Singer.
You're right. No, there. I think there actually wasn't. I think it was like Robert
Singer.
straight
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's who Bobby is.
So
Yeah.
he did X-Men. and
That's
Star
what it
Trek
is.
Nemesis.
Hold your
X-Men.
microphone closer to your face, Anna. Act like this isn't your first time.
Oh, no.
So
Jack the Giant Slayer.
Okay.
So he's
It's
done
always
things.
X-Men is what he made his money on.
There we
Okay,
go.
so
Yeah,
go
I'm
back
seeing
go
a lot
back
of
to our trick or treat film
Okay.
stats.
So we are starting. This is a much shorter list here.
It's a pretty interesting cast.
Yeah, I have Actually, I'm going to back up so I can get. I had a full list here.
Oh,
Oh, nope.
you're killing me,
I
Smalls.
screwed it.
Yeah, and what people are gonna figure out through this is I love Michael Dougherty. This dude has had like 3 major films, and I'm in for all of them. Trick or Treat, Krampus, which we'll be doing this Christmas season. I can fucking guarantee that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, my personal favorite, which is Godzilla, King of the Monsters, because I'm a fucking huge
Dun,
Godzilla
dun,
fan.
dun,
And
dun,
what he
dun,
did with
dun.
that film was
You run us through the
awesome.
cast here, Eric? Is that
Yes,
what you're about
sir.
to do? Okay,
I'm
run
about
us
to.
through the
right.
cast.
So come on.
All right. I've got Anna Paquin, Dylan Baker, Brian Cox, Leslie Bibb, Quinn Lord. There's always names that I
I just,
have to.
so you was already
Is it
starting to
Raquel?
struggle.
Oh, man.
Raquel.
Just name the names that are recognizable to you.
Okay.
Just, yeah,
Let's see.
give us the highlights of the cast because there's a lot of cast
There
here.
is. There's just
This
tons
is
of
a
it.
wide cast. This
Yeah.
has got a lot of people in it.
Now, is the guy, again, you're going to get mad at me on recording now. I never watched The Thing.
Okay. Right. Yes.
Oof.
Yes.
Which don't worry, we will be rectifying that.
Is anyone
with a
from
quickness?
is anyone from The Thing in this movie?
No. Why would they be?
I don't know. I was just checking.
God,
Making
no.
sure.
Because they did an homage to The Thing in this.
Well, sure, but
They did.
But I didn't know if it
That's
was like the same guy because I never watched The Thing. I don't know
oh
what year
no,
it came
no,
out
no,
or
no,
anything.
no,
so
no.
because
Um,
I got a bunch of like little quick facts
like,
we'll go over before we start the
so-
film.
Ooh, okay.
What's the name of the guy that played the principal Wilkes?
Oh.
What's that actor's name?
Yeah, because he's like super familiar. I would never place him anywhere else though.
Yeah, but him and Anna Paquin are like the biggest stars in this.
Yeah.
What else was he in?
He's just in like all types of creepy shit.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not saying he's a big star, but I'm saying like they are the 2 biggest.
Eric, I need you to type.
This
faster.
film has pretty much this film pretty much has
You have swipe texting and you're still tapping around.
Listen, man. I
so
It's fine.
don't trust
It's
myself
fine.
with.
So anyway, what was the budget?
Oh, you're at. Oh, hang on.
You
I
do
was.
what
I
you're
was
doing, I'll
looking
go
for the
to-
Terminator.
You look for the Terminator guy. I'll look up Trick or Treat.
Terminator. What?
The guy. I was looking for his name. That's how slow I am right now.
Terminator. What Terminator?
The T-1000 guy. I mean,
No,
is that who you were asking
no.
about? The guy who was in
the Principal Wilkes.
Principal Wilkes.
Wasn't he the same guy?
No,
You're thinking of the faculty.
Yes, I am.
we're not doing the
Robert
faculty
Patrick
today.
though was the name.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Oh God.
Edited
I'm
by
failing
Robert
at the stats
Iverson.
so
Music
poorly
by
right
Douglas Pipes. What else has Douglas Pipes done?
Douglas Pipes. That's the name of Wilkes.
No, that's the guy that did the music score for this and everything.
He's still trying to get us through the stats.
Distributed by Warner Brothers. Release date 2007, December 9th. There's a Christmas film. October. What? Okay. So they
This
have
has
the
gone
release.
so far off the rails.
I always find this so fascinating that they do separate release date, like they count separate release dates because December 9th, 2007,
Right.
but Numathon. So it was some film festival, I'm sure. But the actual release date is October 6th, 2009.
Anna's over here like, how the hell do you guys get any of these recorded?
No. What I'm over here thinking is Mike gives me shit about holding the microphone, but y'all act like this is your first time recording.
Dylan,
I'm sorry.
Dylan Baker, for the love of God.
Okay, so I don't know what it grossed. I see the budget, but I don't know how much it made. What do you
So-
think the budget is?
So, oh my God.
I have it in front of me now.
You can't. Bailey, budget guess.
35 million?
What?
What was the budget for this film?
Ooh.
Guess.
Can I say like under $1 million? Or is that too broad?
Well, I mean, they had some.
You can
pretty
say it
big
if you want. It's your
stars
guess.
for
Oh my
being under $1 million.
Well, then never mind. Probably, I'll say $2 million.
$2 million. What's your guess there, Anna's budget of this film?
25 mil.
Wow, it's just a range.
I said 35.
12 million.
Wow.
12 million.
Only
Really?
12 million with this
Yeah.
budget.
Man.
Did-
Well
this-
done.
but I can't see like what it did. Did it do a theatrical release? I don't even know if it did a theatrical release.
No,
We've got-
I don't believe it did.
Looks like it did film festivals.
Yeah, film
Yeah,
festival,
but
but
I
it didn't
don't-
do
I
a
don't-
theatrical release.
So I believe it actually got. That's what I was saying. Like when it got right before it got released, something happened with the production company and it never got a wide release.
So it wouldn't even have a box office. Yeah, so there's not even that thing to look at. So okay.
So the dude that plays the principal, he's in all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah. He has a face. He has a face that I'm like, I know that face.
He's got 142 credits to his acting career. So I mean,
Jesus.
dude's busy.
Okay, so something else I'd like to do. I'll trust that all of us have seen this movie already.
Yes.
Okay. I made Anna watch it. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So
She doesn't like it.
no, she hates it.
Can't believe
I
it.
didn't say that.
She
See,
was
you know when somebody says, I didn't say that, that's exactly what they say.
Right. That's what a person who said it would say.
Yep.
busted. Anyway, so I'm gonna go through like these. I found this like 10 fact things about Trick or Treat.
Ooh.
So we'll go through and kind of discuss them since we all know what they're talking about as it gets into it. And we'll just kind of discuss each point briefly before we get into the film.
Okay.
So the first one is many of the kids trick-or-treating in the film were actually little people.
Oh,
They
wow.
were used since the movie was shot mainly at night and real kids could not work these hours.
Oh, clever.
So it's just a lot of little people running around. Did any of you know that? No?
I did
No,
I
not.
did
That's
not.
Ben, did you know this
interesting.
fact? Ben's researching. Did you know this fact?
I did not. So it was originally scheduled to be released on October 27th, and it ended up going. So Warner Brothers pulled it with absolutely no explanation or no reason as to why, and it basically lost everything until it went straight to DVD in October of 2009.
So that explains why there's no box office.
No box office or anything. Okay, so our next little factoid. Most of the jack-o'-lanterns in the movie were made out of foam or ceramic.
That I believe.
There
Yeah.
was an on-set joke that no pumpkins were harmed during the making of this movie.
That's
Nice.
funny. Yeah, I believe that.
Now, the werewolves, which I still maintain this is one of the best werewolf transformations. And Anna's giving me... Anna, your thoughts about the werewolf transformation?
I mean, the transformation's okay, but the werewolves themselves are just so poorly done. But I understand that at this point in time, it was probably good for.
Well, what do you consider a good werewolf? Pick a movie that's a good werewolf in your mind.
I don't know. These ones just reminded
Well, that's
me
fine. I'll
so
accept that.
much of like.
I need to know what your standard is for a good werewolf now. So what's a good-looking werewolf film?
You put me on the spot. I don't
Okay,
really
Bailey,
know.
What are they-
what's a good-looking werewolf outside this movie?
Ooh.
Underworld. That's a
Underworld.
good looking werewolf.
Yeah.
Good-looking werewolf? Underworld's a good-looking werewolf?
I think so.
Underworld.
Which is funny you said that, but so Underworld has decent looking werewolves, clearly.
Clearly.
American Werewolf in London looks pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the one I was thinking of.
The werewolves
Kind
that,
of.
Should have said that.
the
That's a good
werewolves
one.
that we saw in this movie were created by Tatopolis Studios. Which is,
Tatopolis.
yeah, sure. Which is the same studio that created the Lycans and Underworld trilogy.
Oh, cool.
So if you think those are good werewolves, you think these are good werewolves.
Which I actually
Right.
do.
What do they
Yeah.
remind you?
That's what I was
of,
trying to get
though?
out of Anna. If she said Underworld, well, hold on. These are the same people, you see.
Well, so I can see some. So they
Right.
have more long. They're more.
They probably had a bigger budget for Underworld too. And
Oh, yeah, definitely.
so yeah, that's an interesting little factoid. That's the same people that created those werewolves as these werewolves. All right, now this one's kind of a lengthy one. I'm not going to read all of it. This might be something Ben you might already know. What's Sam named after?
Sam Hain,
What is Sam Hain?
the spirit of Halloween,
Yeah. So case.
Yep.
So that's what he's named. A
the
Celtic.
patron entity of Halloween.
With
Yeah.
Sam Hain, which is the ancient Celtic festival of the dead from which modern day Halloween is derived.
Yes.
So it's actually pronounced Samhain.
Yes. That's
Yeah, it is, but
It is, but it is
the
spelled
I
like
would argue
Sam
the
Hain.
Americanized version
version
of it
is
is
Yeah.
Sam Hain.
yeah, right, yeah,
Yeah.
for the purpose
But
of
properly
Sam
it is.
himself.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. The pagan in me was like, that's not how you
Well,
say
no.
it.
Yeah. Point out the proper way to say it.
Now, this one I think I knew, but I don't remember when I knew it. So, the rock quarry was originally conceived as a pumpkin patch. So, that was going to be a pumpkin
Oh,
patch
neat.
instead of a rock quarry. They
That's
they
really
did-
cool.
That makes some.
Rock
yeah.
Quarry makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because why would they bring pumpkins to a pumpkin patch?
I just
Also,
It's a
how
neat
would the
setting.
bus crash in the pumpkin?
right.
patch?
That's what I was more
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, what? Like, if they conceived as a pumpkin patch, how did that story go all of a
Yeah.
sudden? Like, that's probably why they changed. Like, well, this makes no sense in
Yeah.
a pumpkin patch.
Yeah. Maybe there was something else that occurred when they had the pumpkin patch, but they liked the bus crash better. They went with the right move, though, moving it to the quarry.
They had different titles they were going to call it rather than Trick or Treat. They was going to name it Season's Greetings after the short. They decided that sounded too Christmassy.
Yeah.
Some other titles went through included Halloween Terrors, Jack-o'-lantern Tales, October the 31st, and then finally ended up using Trick or Treat.
I think trick or treats.
I know. I couldn't see it as
Well,
anything else.
There was so it was Trick or Treat, but there was already a film of that same name though, so they changed the spelling to Trick or Treat.
Oh, how cool.
That's awesome.
Neat. They did their little workaround. That's nice. And really more true to how it's spoken anyway, really.
Trick or treat.
Yeah.
The look of Brian Cox's character, Mr. Krieg, was based on John Carpenter, the director of the horror classic Halloween and The Thing.
Oh,
Nice.
I guess is that interesting?
Yeah,
Or is it just-
they're putting in little homages
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
I love that.
Then Mr. Keek says, this is where the whole me not watching the thing came from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Keek says, you got to be fucking kidding. While Sam's severed hand runs across the floor. In 1982's The Thing, Palmer said the exact same line while Norris's head ran around the lab on spider legs. And Cox says the line exactly the same way.
Cool.
So that was their little homage. Mrs. Oh, this is something I didn't know. I read this. I was like, I'm going to have to look out for it this time. If you all noticed it, let me know that I'm just an idiot. Mrs. Henderson, who is the drunk teacher dressed as a cat, and she's a werewolf.
Oh, is she really?
She can be seen during the transformation scene as also in the background with the group of the werewolf girls in one scene.
Oh,
I didn't
cool.
realize that.
No, me neither.
Here, I'll throw one in for Tyler. This will help Tyler.
'Kay.
They shot a scene showing that the dog is actually still alive, but decided to keep it implied. So
Implied alive and implied dead.
implied death, but in continuity, the dog is actually still alive.
They just didn't.
They just cut that scene,
Yeah.
but they didn't alter the ending to show it dead. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
so the dog actually does not die.
Yay.
Tyler was upset about a dead
Probably.
dog.
Isn't that usually one of his dings? Like he gets kind of.
Oh, yes. Yeah. He does say he hates when dogs die in movies. Yeah.
Now, this one just seems more, I don't care about this fact, but I'm going to read it anyway. The serial killer in the story, Stephen Wilkins, seems to specialize in murdering children. This is actually one of the few horror movies where young children are shown being killed off in the story for real.
Yeah.
One of the few.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and people actually kind of got a little pissy about it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all the little facts I got from this particular website. Did you have more, Ben? I seen you
I
was looking.
did, but let's do this instead.
Okay, so Anna, take us to the next segment.
Well done.
All these traditions, jack-o'-lanterns, putting on costumes, handing out treats, they were started to protect us, but nowadays, no one really cares.
All right, and we're back. Ben, go ahead and press play on this film.
All right, so
Right.
we're right at the legendary pictures title. Gypsy's snoring away, ready to do this. And
Yeah.
here
Old
we
snore dog.
Go.
Legendary Pictures. Who's going? Well, I guess we'll all just Google individually when we want Google things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look up your own shit.
Yes.
Trick or treat.
Is this a real PSA they did, you think? Or is this something they just did for the film?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Did you ever watch
Yeah.
Tyler showed me the PSA for like gays back in the day?
Oh, my God. Are you
I
kidding?
shouldn't
Yeah.
laugh.
Because they're like, you never know when the gay is about. And they're just talking about like, don't be thumbing rides from random men. And
Oh, my gosh. That's so
hey, look,
bad.
it's the end of the film. Oh, wait.
Spoilers.
See, I wish if I would have saw that little like public service announcement, maybe I wouldn't have touched tips at the YMCA.
Probably.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah.
Can only do so much. There's only so many videos to watch.
So you know what's cool? I always like seeing actors from Supernatural show up in their
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
And this guy is.
He plays.
Oh, come on, Anna, help me out. What is his name? It's a fake name that he goes through most of the
Right.
series with.
Gadriel?
Gadriel. There it is.
Gadriel? I think it was.
It's not
yeah.
what his real name is because he fakes that because he's the angel that nobody likes. But poor
Yeah.
guy. I actually really felt bad for him.
Me too. I
He
liked
ends up
his
killing
character.
himself to bust him out of the prison.
That was a cool moment.
It was, yeah. I always felt like he got the sham.
Anna, say a word so the people know you're alive still.
I'm not.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
So-
it is Halloween season.
Yeah.
So give people a play-by-play, Eric. Where are we right now?
Okay.
She's bitching about the Halloween.
Yeah, she's already ready to take things down.
Like you do
wants
not
to-
take your shit down on
Like
Halloween.
the same night. Like
Just on pure American laziness, you don't do that anyway. Like, even if you were that adamant against Halloween, why? First of all, why
Yeah.
put it up to begin with?
Why
If you're
even
this
do
much
that?
against it.
Yeah.
Why even bother with the work? Like, he really wanted some hanky panky. Come on.
Yeah, I'll give you a pity fuck. Let's go.
Yeah. And if she'd have just done that,
Well, I don't.
Like, right.
Well,
Right.
it's
Did it
weird. I
just
don't
a-
even know if she was in 10. Well, I
probably
guess.
not. Yeah, she's just
Because then she starts taking things down. So, like, does she just basically give him permission to go watch porn?
Well, she says go put on the tape.
Yeah, did she just give him permission to go watch porn
I
since
guess
she
so.
wasn't going to have sex with him?
I think she was
No,
gonna give
she was like, go in there and get yourself ready. Start watching this tape. Get yourself in the mood. I'll be in there in a minute.
Yeah,
nature special.
that's funny.
Cringe.
I like to think if he's getting himself ready, though, he would have noticed a lot sooner that she wasn't in there.
Right?
Well, he
Yeah.
passes out because he's drunk as shit.
Yeah.
She has a lot of shit on her lawn, so I don't know how she thinks she's going to be done in like 5 minutes.
Right.
What?
And
I mean, the teardown's usually easier, but yeah, it's, I don't.
Yeah.
Like the house is decked out.
Like why
You
not?
don't hate. Look at her. So she's like, I hate Halloween, and then she's sitting there and
look at
laughing
these
like, you
kids
don't
having
hate
fun.
Halloween, you grumpy
Yeah,
bitch.
kids.
Yeah.
They're little people. Actually.
These are little people. Yep.
Most of them, they
Working
said.
in the late hours.
Well, that's the thing. The fact said most of them. So there's still some kids they got able to work at those hours.
I'm
Question
sure.
mark?
Well, they probably, went all night, so they probably had some for.
Well, they even have the
early
main
enough.
cast of kids that go to the rock quarry. They
Yeah.
film that at night.
So it'd have to be early enough in the day, because there's probably a cutoff time. You probably can't shoot past like 11 or midnight.
Maybe.
I'll bet you. So then they had guys on deck.
Or is there some weird thing like you have to be done by midnight, but you can start as early as 5 a.m. or something weird?
Yeah, I'm sure they're working around those those really late hours.
I actually think that's a pretty nifty way to do ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Halloween decoration down like up the street from where we live,
Uh-huh.
and they have like a whole like body hung upside down from a tree. Look, it's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Those kids are like, the fuck?
Oh,
Do you?
shit.
I mean,
Gone.
I've never seen a sucker like that. I wonder, like, could you slice someone's fucking throat? With
I mean, if it's a hard enough sucker.
right, like that's
I mean, candy canes, you can file those bitches down and do some damage.
where does Sam go in the off season?
He probably sleeps. I imagine
Is he kind of like a
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers character?
Yeah,
I
probably.
know, yeah, I think I always see him like forming and like going inside of a tree or something, and the tree
Yeah.
like wraps back up and he sleeps.
He
Until
just
then.
snoozes until it's Halloween time. Then he comes out and probably does a little stretch when it's Halloween season.
And then he just undid all of her work. Like, I'm gonna put these fucking
He
ghosts
did.
back,
He
bitch.
put
Well,
everything back
yeah,
up.
because he's.
Yep.
I
I'll
mean,
make you one of these.
Remember what he does to the other? He decorates the guy's house in jack-o'-lanterns.
yeah, true. That is true.
And he made.
He's so quick about it too with those jack-o'-lanterns.
He's
isn't
the fucking spirit of Halloween. Of course, he's quick at it.
he? Is it more magical or is he just quick?
I think he's magic.
Just
Yeah, I think he's more of a
Oh,
spirit.
Yeah, because he shows up everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like crawling on ceilings and shit later. So
Well, yeah.
Right.
he's like he's Spider-Man.
He's like Halloween Spider-Man.
That's all he is. He just is a kid that got bit by a spider. He's like, I like
He
Halloween.
got bit by a radioactive pumpkin.
Radioactive pumpkin. Jack Skellington, if you will.
Yeah. Boy, he picked the right one, didn't he?
It's the only one that was lit up.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
shit,
it lit up
that's right.
behind
Yeah,
him.
sorry.
Pay
I was-
attention.
I was looking at you guys.
Of course, her actual hand is hanging out of the tree.
Yeah.
Oof.
I like this opening here because if you've never watched it, you get to see the whole film right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
There's some movies that do that pretty neatly, I think. What's another good movie that does that? Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Fuck. Penny Dreadful does that.
Yep. Yeah, they walk you through. Exactly. Yep, they do that in their opening.
And you kind of do have to pay attention to this because they give you some kind of like clues here and there, like,
Right.
like nowhere else do we call him Sam. Like,
Yeah.
we don't learn his name Sam except
Right.
for
They
here.
even
Just
say
here.
meet Sam.
yeah.
They give you some rules of Halloween on here, like don't put blow out the jack-o'-lantern. So yeah, don't let the jack-o'-lantern go out.
Right.
They'll protect you and stuff. So they're kind of giving me, but again, you're seeing the whole story.
where
right
we
here.
are.
Well,
Warren
what I
Valley.
think,
Valley,
I think this is
Ohio.
really efficient storytelling. It's ways to help keep people caught up.
Yeah,
Principal Wilkins,
See,
he was
Principal-
sitting right there
yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
yeah, we're seeing the whole story.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
See, he's going up the stairs with the shotgun.
There was even
Always
a clip that
check
says
your candy.
these rules were designed to protect us, or
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Something
So they
that
got a bunch
Sam
of-
peeping in on the guy.
Yeah. And it's showing you
That
why.
fucking
It said,
candy.
yeah,
Yep.
protect your check your
The
candy. and then
vampire
it
in the
shows all
mask.
that.
yeah, the kids going.
Man in Black.
I like the music, but it grew on me
There's Lori.
Yeah.
because otherwise it's kind of annoying. Just
Wear a costume to disguise
Oh,
yourself.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
It
God.
never bothered me.
It grew on me. I didn't.
Because
Yeah.
I guess I kind of always got the tone that he was going for. He's kind of like a modern fan or a gothic fantasy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't drag your candy like
Yeah,
that.
That
like-
bag is so fucking dirty.
That
That's
is
disgusting.
Well, that's okay because that kid's gross.
That is
Yeah.
a gross. He's from Bad Santa, isn't he?
He looks like he's greasy, and I bet he smells like a fucking sweaty Twinkie. Like just
boy.
fucking terrible.
And now,
Although
do
it
we
is
meet-
cool that you see all the cast.
Yeah, I was gonna say we meet everyone
Yeah.
along his walk, don't we?
Yes.
We learn nothing about them, but
right,
we do
but
see
it's
them all.
like they're here. Here they
You can
are.
already see some of the smash
And the camera
pumpkins,
shows
too.
us like who's important because it bothers to look up from the candy bag. I feel like we're Sam right now, and he's mostly just focused on like this candy. Like, what is this fucking kid doing?
But
And
then
like,
he sees
he looks
people-
up like, oh, you're interesting. Oh, you're interesting.
Well,
yeah.
they're more than interesting. They're
Part of
they're his fingers, so to speak. One's a killer, one's a werewolf.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like they're his things.
they're pieces of Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably not like picking them out, but he probably sensed them more.
Yeah.
I always felt like
It's like
he-
you're something special.
Nice.
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
felt like he could sense what was.
Oh, that's
That's why he
cool.
shows up at places. He's like, oh, something over here is getting ready to happen.
Yeah. He sits down and watches.
And he does have to be kind of teleporty. He has to
Yeah.
be magical
Yeah.
because he does just places. You
Just
know?
up here. And yeah. Sometimes in the way that things are cut together, like you can tell they're happening more or less like in two different locations, really
You
close
know
in
what?
time.
So that kid right there, that's Sam.
That is Sam, the kid that plays
Yes.
Sam?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, good for him. He got
And
to
if
be
you
in
listen to their conversations, it tells you they're werewolves.
Oh yeah, yeah. All the clues are very heavy.
Puberty. Last year we were in Tampa and we went to that same nursery. No, Janet, Tampa was 2 years ago. I remember because you were doing that and back to pick up. I ate some bad Mexican.
No, but they're really expecting you to just like not listen to the conversation. Like, look at these
Right.
half naked girls, and look at this kid. Look at these half naked girls.
And Maria Sailor?
Which, to be fair, almost boobs.
Right.
This film didn't need boobs though.
Ladies, there were children out there. Okay, all of you come out on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Crazy.
Is this film rated R?
Yes.
I would think.
I believe it is. Although
for
all the
pure-
kills happen off screen.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Let me see. Trick or treat.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Rory, come on out.
What are you rated?
Open up.
That's rated R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
So
yeah.
you have the head on the pole. That's pretty graphic.
Yeah.
You have the kids dying, even if it's just the sound. That's pretty graphic.
Yeah.
Which we have our quarrels with the rating system anyway. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Listen, this. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not justifying the rating.
But I
system.
can definitely, if I've, yeah. What
The
they usually
werewolf.
push
The
as
werewolf
R-rated
transformation
movies,
is
this
pretty
fits.
graphic, and
Yeah.
and there's boobs.
Yeah.
Is there? Oh, there is boobs in
Yeah.
this scene.
Like we've already seen it, like not in this scene, but like in that opening, he had a dirty
Okay,
movie
so
playing.
the first time I watched this, it was completely lost on me why it was so funny that she was Little Red Riding Hood.
Mm-hmm.
But now
Yeah.
Yeah, and they constantly
I get it.
they constantly refer to her as the runt of the litter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably because she was. But.
Yeah, it's her inaugural like. I always
Well,
got
that's
the-
what's strange about these werewolves too. Because not strange because that's normal that they're just born into it.
Right.
You know, a lot of people are turned into werewolves, but like no, they were born being werewolves. and
Yeah.
I guess it's like her growing up year because, is this like her first year transforming? Or
I
like,
think
what-
so.
Probably.
That was
Vacation,
so.
yeah.
I believe it is. Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe it's her first year transforming, or at the very least, it's her first year going on the hunt, so to speak.
Right.
Right. Yeah, maybe they were just feeding her all this time. It's like, no, you're a grown girl now.
Yeah. Now it's time to get your own.
Yep, I think. God,
Yeah.
fuck you! I'm glad he turns your face into a fucking pumpkin.
Yeah.
You snot nosed piece of shit.
Make sure to help me with the eyes.
Oof.
Ugh.
That is the good thing about this movie is like all the people that like bad stuff happens to, it's because they've disrespected
Yeah.
like these core traditions that they know about. It's not like nobody knows about Halloween's traditions and stuff.
But is death the right penalty?
No,
though?
I mean,
Yes,
no, but it's the
it is for this little
it makes
bastard.
sense.
Now he's stealing all the candy.
The ones down at the rock quarry, maybe not, but
Right. Yeah, that one's a little.
They're kind of shitty to that girl though. She's savage.
they are. But
Oh yeah, like I'm not advocating that kind of treatment at all, but like Trick is in Trick or Treat.
It is.
So
It just
if we're
be-
going off of like
like,
Halloween
it would've been-
traditions, I don't think
It would have kind of been fine if she didn't smash her fucking head falling.
right, but that was
No,
they
we're
didn't,
just scaring
They
her.
didn't intend for that. They didn't intend for that. to
Right. They
happen.
didn't mean for it to be that bad. They were doing a trick.
I
That,
guess.
It's
that kid's like
bullying.
destroying jack lanterns and stuff. Like fuck you.
Yeah. Like so that's kind of where it's like most of these are like if you violate the laws of Halloween, But that one's kind of like don't bully, and I just don't know if that really fits the Halloween. I approve of that.
They
message,
they put out
but-
the jack. Remember they set out the jack-o'-lanterns and then they pushed them out of the. They pushed them.
Oh
into
yeah,
the water.
yeah. They would have been fine. That bitch just kicked the jack-o'-lantern. It was meant there. She said, "Keep this with you, protect you," and that bitch is like,
That's right. So they did violate the traditions, and that's why
Yeah.
they got it. Okay, so it's still
Yeah,
okay.
it still tracks
yeah.
as far as that goes.
Yeah,
because nothing
They
bad
just
happened to
also
it.
deserved it because they were bullies.
Because even the one kid, he was like, "Don't blow it out." Why?
yeah,
Well, because tradition.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck tradition. She kicks it. You know.
yeah.
We'll get there.
We've got this great party to go to. But we don't have any dates.
Why does she need her to say things? Why couldn't she could have said that herself? That's
Because she doesn't want them to be their dates.
oh, is that kind of what they were getting at?
I think so.
That's probably true. Is that the kid from Bad Santa? He looks like the kid from Bad Santa.
yeah.
He's not even wearing a costume.
It's a shirt that says, "This is my costume."
Bad Santa. That has to be that kid.
I'm a diabetes cell. Watch me reproduce.
Diabetes.
Jesus.
Brett Kelly, is that who that is? Brett? There's that kid. What else have you done? Sandlot 2. Yeah, that's the kid. He was in Bad Santa.
Pay us a visit. Sorry. All these traditions, jack-o'-lanterns, putting on costumes, handing out treats, they were started to protect us, but nowadays, no one really cares.
Now, is he a traditionalist in that sense?
Yes.
Or do you think he's just a psychopath?
Both.
Yeah.
Psychopathic traditionalist.
Psychopathic tradition.
So does he fuck with people that go against traditions then? Is that kind of his MO himself?
No, he just goes after kids. But he's just aware of the rules.
Yeah.
And he doesn't break them because I think he's almost aware of Sam. Like,
Well, he
knows-
don't exclusively go after kids either, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, so that's two different personalities, in my opinion.
So maybe he's schizophrenic to a point?
No, I just think he considers like the costume is part of what he does, whereas this is him as principal.
Right.
Goodness.
So gross.
That's disgusting.
Like, that's anime style right there.
That's disgusting. So going back to like conversation about the principal, there's actually like a fun facts, like I guess quote or saying that he was like the wolf in sheep's clothing, or the sheep in wolf's clothing, and then the actual wolves were the sheep in wolf's clothing, so it was like a reversal
The wolf
on
in
the
sheep's
saying.
clothing.
Yeah.
clothing.
And
Yeah.
I'm brutally like loosely paraphrasing that,
Sure.
but yeah.
He thinks he's the wolf in sheep's clothing.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
How much, like, you notice how like much crime these people are getting away with? Even Sam
know.
murdered a bitch right on the street.
It's so in the open.
and
Yeah.
nothing. And this guy, he just like fucking dragging this kid in.
Well, that hasn't happened yet. Remember?
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
These
later in life.
kids
But
are
still, it
such
does
assholes.
happen. That's the thing. Like, this stuff's happening out in the middle of just everyone. And they're getting away with it. So
Well, I mean, how are you going to catch Sam?
true.
Right.
Great costume, Mr. Wilkins.
Yeah. Costume. Right.
Principal Wilkins? Do you think that?
Oh, Michael Dougherty. How do you say his name?
Dougherty.
Dougherty. Michael Dougherty. He originally, the idea for the film was to be an anthology of stories that had no direct connections.
Huh.
Tales that he envisioned would be directed by different horror filmmakers.
I want to do that. That's such a
Of course,
good
who
idea.
turned it down?
Huh?
Of course, who would turn that idea down? The company.
Fuck's sake. Yep. Yep.
Development.
Yep.
Development executives weren't so keen on the idea, which prompted him to repackage the concept designed to connect all the individual stories.
I'm actually okay with that because I think this is great.
Bye, Sam.
Yes.
I think anthology films are awesome.
Honestly, he's kind of. Sam's actually really cute.
He's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
So you know
yeah,
what's
he's
funny is if
adorable.
you listen when he goes down the steps and his bag hits each step,
Yeah,
you can hear
there's-
the cat go.
Yeah, the first time I watched it, I looked at Mike and I was like, Is there a
That's
fucking
funny.
cat in that bag?
Yeah,
I think it's just like, yeah, it's Sam.
it's a black. It's probably a black cat that he keeps in there in case he needs it.
I wonder if there's some kind of thing they're like letting the cat out of the bag or something. There has to be some kind of connection. Just can't find it.
With Michael Dougherty, probably thought it would just be a fucked up, funny thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker. He's poisoning his candy. Like, has a whole, like, chemistry set with, like, open candy bars and...
Well, yeah, you.
Oof.
You got to check your candy.
Yep.
So I wonder how many kids he goes through a night.
I don't know if it's a night or season.
Well,
I don't.
no, there's. Yeah, I guess maybe throughout October.
But there's really only one other body.
Or is
in
he?
that
Like that's what I'm
hole.
wondering. Is like, is he doing it? Is he doing a lot through the season? He digs a new hole each year, or does he dig the same hole each year and just adds a new kid to it?
He can't because he plants a tree.
Yeah, like I have the feeling that kid in the hole already.
It might
is
just
one
be
from
every
earlier that night.
Halloween he does this.
Well,
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Just
thinking.
Well,
gets
yeah,
a
he does. But
few.
you're right. He does plant trees, so I never paid attention how many trees are in his backyard.
Okay, let's look out for that because you're right.
But
Because
yeah.
I did forget that he does put the tree there and waters it. Yeah. So I just wonder how many trees are in his backyard now.
I'm
Oh,
seeing
no.
1, 2.
You can see a couple.
Well, we'll get a good look here in
Yeah,
a
we'll
little
get
bit,
it wide.
but we'll just
Yeah,
have to keep
'cause-
that in mind. That's all. Yeah, because you see like all these little ones around, but they are a little taller.
Yeah.
So it's probably just as many as he can get in a season. Then and he plants a tree.
Yeah.
I don't know because the one's still alive. So I think it's just the one night. I think he just kills on October. On
Well,
Halloween.
yeah, but he has
Right.
multiple trees, so he does that
Like how
each
many years?
season.
So there's
Yeah,
one in
yeah,
the foreground. Yeah.
well,
And it's just however many he can get
Well,
into that
so-
hole. You know.
Yeah.
I think this is a fan. Like I think his it might not just be him. That might be his family home, and his dad taught him because he makes
Yeah,
says-
because he is teaching his kid too.
Yeah, like a tradition he's passing on.
yeah.
And I wonder if he killed his wife or the wife just kind of died to trigger
Yeah.
this either too. So it's like,
I always got the impression the wife died.
Well, she definitely died because he
No,
says
no.
There
Like,
there's a
just
lot of
passed
little
away.
trees.
Like,
Like
I
she
don't
got
think he killed
sick.
her.
They're lining the yard.
yeah, since you brought up the tree, that's all I'm thinking about. And I was like, fuck,
Well,
how many
I'd
trees
say
are back
it's-
here?
He does one every Halloween, and
Right.
then,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're getting.
That's
at.
what I think. Yeah.
and if you think about it, Halloween's the easiest time to get a kid because they're all just running around.
Oh yeah.
It's his Halloween
unattended.
tradition. Yeah.
Anna's going to end up on a list after this.
I mean, in this town,
Listen, this entire podcast of crew is on a list,
yeah, for sure.
and you'll be on a list too, Bailey, once we do the porno show.
Absolutely not.
Stay tuned for more. Okay, before we move on from this scene, we have to try to see if we can stop on a.
I'm just wondering why he beheaded the one kid. Why did he
Yeah,
not do the
right.
rest of them? Does he just pick one he's going to carve out, I guess?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's just.
Which would have been nice to see, not nice, but, just added to see a completed carved out head, like whatever they make it become.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a kid's head. There's no way they're gonna push it that far.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
This is pretty horrific, though. Like, that's a kid that's just being tortured. It's, oh.
I'm like, shut the fuck up, kid. God. They like to use the quick POVs on this, don't they?
Yeah.
Getting puked on so far. So there's a tree. There's a
There's
tree there.
one right behind it.
Come on, give us more.
Yeah.
Because they're not
I
making
need
it
more.
blatantly obvious either. I mean, well,
No, they're not.
Well, don't they do a big wide? Didn't we just have a big wide?
No, not big enough. Like, there were trees around the edge, but, like, he's in the middle of.
See, I don't know if those ones are on the edge would be it.
So there's
There's definitely the one off here to his
Yep.
right. Or
there's
left.
What
there's a
direction
one
behind
that's
him?
right behind him.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
there's-
there is one right behind him.
Yes.
There's one right off to the right there.
Yep. There might be one over by that shed there.
Yeah, it's hard
That's
to see.
possible. It's hard to tell.
Well, definitely at least well, now 3 altogether.
Yeah,
at
I'd
least
say 3 on screen right now. So we at least have an idea of what this angle
So there's
looks
at
like.
least, so if we're saying there's 2 per, like there's 6 at least, 6 bodies on that property.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't there more than just 2 in that hole?
No.
That was the third one that he put in that hole.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
There's
thought it
one
was the
underneath
second.
that
Oh,
kid.
okay.
Yeah, I think he had a
always thought it
pile
was-
there.
Can we back it up a
Yeah,
little
go ahead
bit?
and back it up a
Yeah.
little bit. We'll just back up to that point real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's at least 3.
Yeah.
That's a pretty deep hole. Yeah, I thought we got a big wide there.
When he
Yeah, wait till he drags it in. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
Just go.
Okay. That's fine.
There he goes to
Yep.
cut the head off the child.
Yeah.
Little gnome.
Yeah, he's got the gnome ready.
Was there multiple gnomes even?
No, there's just
I
one.
didn't see any.
Yeah.
There's a tree right there in
Yep.
front of him.
Yep. Here we go. Okay. Nope. We're looking
One.
at
I
yeah,
just
there's
see
one below it.
Okay.
I think.
I don't.
It
That
might
looks
just
like
be
a
the one.
wrinkle of the cloth to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot I couldn't look too close.
There's 2
1,
trees,
2.
which we see those when he's walking away. Those are the same
I
ones.
think
that
those
counted.
were on the other side, though. The ones that
No.
we looked at before.
They weren't. No,
Oh.
because it's from the same angle.
Charlie Brown is not an asshole.
He's kind of a whiny little bitch. I mean, I like Charlie Brown, but he is a whiny bitch.
He is a, I mean, he is whiny, but he's
Yeah.
not an asshole.
No, what's her name is the asshole.
Yeah, Lucy sure is.
No, but Charlie Brown's just like a little bitch. I like him and all. It might just be 2 in there. I thought there was a third one though.
Well, it's still kind of possible. Yeah. Like it's
Yeah.
either a fold
Well,
in
let's
it
just
or-
assume 2 just for easy math at the moment.
Yeah.
So-
Well, even if it's 3, it's just,
Yeah.
even if it's just 1, that's still 6 bodies, like
Right.
if
Okay.
he just did 1 a year.
See, there's
Okay. Yep. So
there
they
was
did a
2
back and
right
forth.
there.
Yeah. And then there was one in the other angle that they were kind of going right back and forth with real quick.
so that's at least 4.
And that looks like a
See
old
there?
finger.
And then from that angle, there were 2, even though that was an extreme.
Yeah, I've
close-up,
never
but-
thought to make that connection for this
Yeah.
part of the film before, really.
What
Just
about how many bodies there might be?
Well, how many
Yeah.
trees, like
Yeah.
the connecting the trees to the amount of bodies? I
Yeah.
never thought to connect that.
I mean, they might not be connected, but
They might,
Right.
but I vote they are.
I'd say there's probably about 5 trees that are
5 trees, call it 2 bodies per tree.
yeah. And that's not including the ones ringing the fence, like ringing the property.
right
we just
there.
can't- yeah, because there's tons of those.
Yeah,
but
I
we can't
d-
verify those.
I think those are for more privacy more
Yeah.
than anything. Those are like, let me
Yeah.
put these here so people can't look through my fence.
But the trees that actually look similar to the one you just planted, yeah, my guess would be about 5. 2 each, 10 bodies.
And if it's 3, it's 15.
Oh yeah, if it's 3, it's 15 bodies. Like, but I'll bet you the ones ringing the property are just older. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Keep your kid out of my yard.
I would.
You would love for your neighbor to talk to you like that, wouldn't you?
I don't like neighbors. I don't care if they're nice or rude. we have really nice neighbors. I
Yeah,
still
our
wish they
neighbors are
weren't
wonderful.
fucking there.
I like fear for this kid's life.
I know. I was like, oh man.
His son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they build up the tension like he'll kill him, but he don't. Like, he still loves his son, I think.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he
I'm
loves
not
his
so
son.
So another way you can count the bodies is he keeps the Halloween masks when they go into the basement. You can see the wall of masks.
Oh,
Ooh,
true.
can we try to get a pause on that?
But don't forget to open with the eyes.
Daddy.
Oh, he's such a prick. Daddy. Yeah, what a fucking asshole kid. I mean, don't get me wrong, his kid is an asshole.
Well, he probably wishes the mom was still alive too. somewhere in that.
I don't know. I don't think he
psychopath.
does.
I'm not entirely sure he didn't kill her.
I'm not either.
I never thought he did.
No, fuck off.
Screw you.
I mean,
I think, and that's the thing. I
That was
think
so
he,
cool.
I think he looked at him and knew he was in actual danger. He's like, no,
Yeah.
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 Like,
that's definitely
yep.
what happened.
Because
there.
that
Yeah.
look was way more intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I know you're probably dying right now,
Yeah.
but
Whatever's going on, screw you.
And you see further proof that he knew something was going on over there is because he was immediately going for the knife when he didn't hear anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Can we carve it now?
who's this kid?
Let's go downstairs.
It's
Can hear the screaming.
the TV.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's TV.
It's
yeah.
not like, okay. Dun-dun-dun.
Oh, you fucked up now.
yeah, you're gonna have to like.
Oh, Anna fucked. Anna is still
Yeah.
alive, guys. She just.
Look,
Anna
look.
yielded ground to a
Oh yeah,
mastiff.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The mass.
oh,
One,
Jesus.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on screen right now from this angle, I think. At least that I can kind of make out.
If we get to 10 masks, that would make the math for the trees too.
It would, you're right.
So let's see if it continues. If
Yeah.
it shows any better views. I don't know that it does.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it does. I think it just kind of shows that and goes away.
Yeah, that might be all we get. Okay. I'll keep my eyes peeled for if it shows up.
Well, you counted 8, didn't you?
Yeah, I got
Because
it.
we could
counted
even be
8.
off by one tree because you're like, I think 5. It could just be 4.
Right.
So it could be
Oh,
2
that's
per
true.
body, still 4
Yeah.
trees, and it'll be 8.
Yeah.
So I think those
Ooh.
trees do correlate.
So
Well,
it
and-
goes all the way up higher than what we saw. Right.
Yeah, and then that kid that he just killed
Okay,
didn't
so-
have a mask. So
Oh, that's
how many
true, too.
didn't?
Maybe that's why he's getting his face carved.
Ah.
Could be a thing.
Okay. We're backing up a little bit.
We're going by frame.
Frame by
motherfucker.
frame. Okay.
There we go. So
That
that's
looks
the
like
best view we have.
So kind of going off the blobs that I think are masks.
Well, here, let's count them down.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna
Eric's getting
I'm
up
gonna
there.
approach
On the
the
move.
screen. Okay. I'll just
You got some cord.
I have some cord, I have some slack. So I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. There's one more. Yep.
Do you think that's 5?
5. That's
Okay, I
right.
thought
Yeah.
so too. 6.
Yep.
Yep.
Anything lower that I've missed?
I don't think
We'll
so.
keep going over. Yep. 7,
7.
8.
8.
Is that 8?
Yeah.
I think that's one of these ones. The domino mask
Mhm.
that
Okay.
just go over the eyes. Up one more. I
9.
think that's one. Over one.
Here.
Yep.
10.
And then one more.
So we think that might be 11.
That might be 11.
Okay. And actually, I think it might be that.
Yeah. It's a big
Yeah.
one.
Okay, so we're in the neighborhood of 10. Pretty
So between
confidently.
8 and 11.
Yeah. Which that matches pretty close to our tree count.
I think I believe the trees correlate
Yeah.
to amount of years. So how many 5 years he's been doing this? Roughly.
Yeah.
4 or
Yeah, I would
5
say
years.
it's a tree a year. I'll bet you it's a
Yeah.
tree a year. So yeah, I'd say 5 years.
So roughly about the same age as. How old do you think
the
his
same
kid
age
is?
as this kid?
Oh my
probably.
That's what I was gonna
God.
say.
Oh, fuck.
I always thought there was a correlation between like his killings and his kids, or and his
Yeah.
son.
So his kid was just really raised into his thing, and it's normal.
Right. But why did he
I wonder
start
if the mom
that?
died
So-
giving birth. Well, no, because
No,
the kid
'cause-
wishes the mom was still there.
Yeah.
So what if part of the family thing is you're not like you have to have your own before you start?
Hmm.
I don't know unless it's not a family thing and he
Right.
started it.
Right.
Right.
Like he
Wanted to-
just snapped at some point when his
Kid was
kid
born.
was born. Because that does correlate with.
Wow,
He
we're.
seems older than 5, though.
Are you sure?
Maybe it just started after his wife died.
I mean, the kid was
Right.
off trick or treating by himself.
Which would have to be so
He says back from trick or treating,
Yeah,
so
so
he
how
went
old's
off by
the kid?
himself.
So maybe mom did die when the kid was just like super young.
Yeah.
And it's like 5 years. So it's probably been 5 years since his wife died, which would, because you're right, that kid's probably a little older than 5.
He's probably like 8 to 10. I'm
I
guessing.
would say like 7.
I don't know.
Because he talks pretty well for somebody who's supposed to be, kind of younger.
I
Yeah.
don't know. We really dove into this guy.
Well, I'm, You know, I'll bet you could unravel the mystery with the kind of clues that they put into this. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's got a lot of attention to detail in these
More than I gave it credit for,
stories.
I think.
Yeah.
So what if he Oh, watch your mics.
Oh.
Get him, Jib Joe. All right. You gonna keep reading on that? You wanna?
I'm
Go ahead and press play.
gonna give it.
You want to just look at more? Or you want to stay here? till
We've
it's
got the
figured out?
number. I think we got what we paused for at least.
Okay.
I'll. Yeah.
You're just gonna look into it a bit more now
I think so. Yep.
because it's super interesting.
It is.
So what if he did the vampire shtick after, like both of them after his wife died?
Right. Like, what if that's when it all started for him?
He still wears his wedding ring, so he did love his wife.
Yeah.
Or he wants to keep up the appearances of the grieving husband?
Maybe.
Yeah.
So the wedding ring also prevents him from having to go out and like dating.
True.
Uh-huh. That, yeah.
What did he stab and why?
The kid, he stabbed the head
But why?
because he needed that cathartic release to keep from killing his own kid.
This kid's fucking. I don't know. This
Oh, I
kid's
know, he's
psycho
so creepy
himself.
as
So
fuck. Yeah.
yeah, apparently she's a fucking werewolf. This teacher,
Who is?
her.
And how do you know?
That's what they was
Apparently,
reading the
we
fact
could see her
earlier.
in the background when it all goes down later.
Yeah, she's like there at the fire and everything.
Oh,
How
I
cool
never
is that?
noticed that. All the times I've seen this, I've never noticed that. We'll have to look.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look out for it. Yeah, it's one of those facts I start at the beginning. Holy shit.
But that would make sense as why she says, "Watch out for monsters."
Yeah.
I wonder if she's the mom.
She might be.
The mama werewolf?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the alpha of the pack?
Well, they refer to mom always said that she was the run.
Oh!
Oof.
Bet you're right.
And Lori and her both have like dark hair.
Of course,
too,
saying it that
so,
way, it
like-
kind of implies that mom's dead, though, don't it? Mom always said that she like that place
Oh,
No,
was dead.
because if I mean, it depends on if she still says it or not.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it doesn't have to imply. I'd have to hear them say it again, but
Right. Look at all that ceramic and
House goals.
styrofoam.
Huh?
House goals.
House goals.
House goals.
We what did we get up to? Seven?
I saw the
think
picture
so.
like just the other day, and I think we had like 7 or 8 at least.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got up,
jack o' lanterns last
yeah,
year.
we got up to 7, but we didn't do all that.
You don't have enough yard for that. I mean,
The fuck we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you got yard for a lot, but not like that.
Yeah, we
I
do.
will find space.
I can get up on the roof and put them.
This girl's a savage.
The censure is that she did them all with regular candles. That's the impressive part.
I do. I'm Schrader.
Ben, I'm texting you a screenshot of the list of serial killers that they based the principal off of,
They based the principle off.
or inspired him, or something like that, according to the wiki page.
You just go see which ones
Just
he knows.
to see, yeah, if anything stands out as a potential hint to his backstory.
We're going down a
Look at
creepy
it at
alley.
your leisure. I just wanted you to have it.
And here he is.
Ooh, yeah,
So they carved that jack o' lantern pretty quick.
yeah, right.
Well, yeah.
This just freaks me out so much.
Why?
How it ends up, just like that idea of being like completely surrounded by people
Oh, you just can't
and
be
not
helped.
getting any help.
Yeah. Because the thing is, that happens in real life too. You
Yep.
know, people get fucking attacked and stuff in the middle of whole crowds. And
Right.
Nothing.
My thing is, how the fuck is she not feeling him biting her?
She's in pleasure mode.
She's also like probably a little drunk too.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
She probably just thinks he's being a little rough.
And she was into it until she seen blood. She probably felt the blood. She's like, hold on, actually.
Actual monster. Run, 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 run.
I mean, it didn't help her case that she ran out where there's a bunch of other bloody people that were drunk.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
nothing
just
that
looks
she
like
could
it's
have helped,
costume.
but, you know.
Yeah.
I'd like to
That's
think.
what sucks about it. Just
So
sucks.
I think he drugged her.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
like, you didn't have that much blood loss. You'd be able to get up and keep running.
No. And we already know that he works with drugs, right?
Yeah.
He drugs his candy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
he's
yeah.
already, he had that whole chemistry set that someone pointed out.
Yep.
Is that list looking kind of cluish to you there, Ben?
If I
Or
ever
no?
receive it, I'll let you know.
Oh, no shit.
Jeez, Eric.
Aw.
I sent it by text. Oh, it is taking forever. Well, whatever. Here. Oh, shit. Come back.
Learn how to operate a phone.
It's just really slow.
John Wayne Gacy, yeah. Andre Chikatilo, yep. Jeffrey Dahmer, yep. Edwin Kemper. Yeah.
The usual suspects. There's probably the
Oh,
pumpkin
so they
patch
do
in
go
there.
past the pumpkin patch. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's probably like their concept for it to begin with. Like, well, we're still
Right.
putting in the film, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do a little homage to it.
You must really like Halloween.
You mean Samhain?
What?
Oh, she even says it right. That's
Also
right.
known as All Hallows Eve, also known as Halloween. Predating Christianity, the Celtic holiday was celebrated on one night between autumn and winter, when the barrier between the living and the dead was thinnest, and often involved rituals.
Like, I would be this kid too. Like, even though it's all interesting, I'll just be like, that's not
Yeah.
Like what?
that's
not
not
what
what
I
I brought
asked.
up at all. I just asked if you like Halloween.
That pretty
'Cause
much
in all
answers
that,
the
she-
question. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
all
I
that-
do. This is all the stuff I know about it.
Yeah, even after all that, she didn't say if she really liked it or not. I mean, I imagine the answer is yes, since you know all this shit.
Right.
I was going
But
to say,
she never straight up
he asked
answered
a
it.
stupid question, though.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's true. It was kind of a dumb question.
And she's like, I like your costume.
Also, like, she's a little tismy. It's fine.
Great. A rock for you. Nice way to celebrate Halloween, Macy.
Why are we here? To pay our respects to the dead? What happened? Did somebody die here?
She's an angel, obviously, but I can't see her mask.
It is, isn't it? This is where
I don't remember her mask look like.
She has just like a
It's like a baby
doll,
doll mask.
Yeah, like a doll face mask.
Don't call it that.
What's she talking about?
This awesome town legend was responsible for creating.
Jesus, will you shut up and let me tell you?
I just shoved that bitch right off that cliff. Like, man, fuck, why are you friends with her?
Yeah.
You know kids.
No, I don't.
No, not like that.
I would never be
They're-
friends with somebody that talked to me like that.
They're just like the simp that we talked about in the faculty.
He's not a simp. Hey, you know what? Somebody commented on YouTube that they didn't think Casey was a simp.
Oh, who was that?
It was me, but I mean, I still say like,
It was me, but still, he's
Somebody did.
It counts, damn it.
somebody did in fact say that.
not. That's funny.
Brilliant.
There were 8 of them. And they were different.
You know what? If my kid rocked a costume like this, I think I'd chain him to the goddamn bus too. They did an excellent job making these outfits look creepy as fuck.
See, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
everybody says, like, costumes are really, like, scary nowadays. No. Those fucking costumes back then were
Yeah.
scary as fuck.
Well, I guess it's scary just because it's out of touch now. I don't know. It's like, probably
not
to them,
familiar.
it's just not as scary
it's just
either.
creepy.
Yeah, but they're only creepy because it's not what we're used to now.
Right.
Yeah,
It doesn't fit our standard anymore, so therefore it's creepy.
I guess vintage things can be creepy, but it's just
Well, yeah, I was gonna say a lot of time cheap costumes look creepy.
And there's
There's
just
Pumpkin Patch
Sam
Kid.
playing with a dead bird.
Crow, yep. So like the in the Rob Zombie Halloween, the clown outfit they have Michael wear at the beginning there, they just found
Yeah.
that like on eBay. It was just an old costume. They didn't design it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So just sometimes that old stuff looks
Just off-putting.
Yep.
What movie? I'm sorry.
Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Oh. The original Halloween mask is,
William Shatner.
a William Shatner mask.
Yeah.
An
He just went to
unpa-
space.
Unpainted
Yeah.
William Shatner mask.
The parents had become exhausted, embarrassed.
Does this bus driver live out here? Because there was just a camper there.
No.
No, we know where he lives.
Yeah.
Well, now, because he got all that money.
No, look.
So one day,
Yeah, but I don't think he ever spent it. He lives in a shithole.
I made him an offer.
I think he never had a job after that because of his illnesses, and he used the money on that.
Mm.
Like he still has an old TV. Like
With the money they collected together, they asked him to do the unthinkable.
I wonder how much money he got.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how down you are. Like, how much, I mean, it's all relative.
You can tell that's a midget.
Little people is the correct.
Whatever.
No, actually, I defend that because midgets and dwarfs are two different things.
Their classifications, aren't
Yeah, it's two different things. They mean two different things. So I maintain like you need, sure, little people. I get it's less offensive, but there's a distinguishment between those. So I argue that one very lightly.
Yeah.
I think it's just all about the context.
Yeah,
really.
always, but well, not in this day and age, but it's fine.
The little Dracula always made me so sad.
Y'all seen Demi Lovato's thing?
I guess
Her thing.
Aliens are offensive. That's an
Calling them
offensive
alien
word.
is an offensive term.
That's not about trick or treat.
No, it's not. I just thought of it.
It's offensive.
Yeah, calling them aliens. They're extraterrestrials, not aliens.
Shut up, Demi
Oh
Lovato.
my gosh, are you kidding me? Okay.
Shut up, Demi Lovato. Look, they're already trying to spread that crap to the stars.
Haven't even met him yet.
We're definitely never going to meet them now. They'll be like, what? No.
They'd be
around.
like, well,
What do you mean we're aliens?
Yeah.
What the fuck you calling me? I don't think they try to look for the bus. You would find a bus. At the
Do
bottom of it,
pumpkins
like-
float?
probably.
It depends if they're carved already.
I'd say a jack-o'-lantern probably would. Maybe. Probably.
Oh, poor little Dracula.
The driver was never.
Well, imagine it had to be a whole pumpkin to float, wouldn't it? Because that'd be just the air inside would bring it up. If it was carved, it would fill up with water.
I don't think so because it'd be hollowed out.
I think it's
Depends
just
on
still
how dense it
buoyant.
is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to say they'd float.
The bus?
Yeah, part of me is wanting to just believe they float. So, but again, they use ceramic and styrofoam for a lot of these pumpkins.
So it
So,
would have floated for sure.
right.
The pumpkin they used would float.
I would hope.
It was, yeah.
And so were those kids.
It was foam.
You ever played in a rock quarry?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually
You are so full of shit.
feel like I almost died climbing up out of one.
This girl chose just that moment. Like, you're full of shit. Like, she's been pretty shitty the whole time. Like,
8 jack-o'-lanterns.
oh, there's that camper still.
Representing a lost soul.
I think that's where he
Oh,
used to
yeah.
live.
No, I think that's the management when the rock quarry was actually.
Like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
their
Functional.
camper for like their business.
Yeah. I've never seen a rock quarry that is that big, though. That is.
Well, I've been to a pretty huge one. I wish I could remember
Well,
where
that's the
that
thing. We
was.
really don't have, like, well, I guess we've seen it in before. Like, the full grasp of how big it is.
I love how these kids are just turning on electricity and like doing whatnot. Like,
I
bitch,
know.
you don't pay the bills.
Well, I like that they're like, yeah, we'll just get on this thing that hasn't been running for.
Operated it
Right, that's what I'm
forever.
thinking. I'm like,
Yeah.
how is it still running? Who's still operating this?
Who's paying the
Is
electric
it
bill?
supposed to
Because
be
it's not.
abandoned, or
It
is it
can't.
just-
Right? Yeah, it have to be abandoned because the bus is still down there. If it's still an active quarry, they've got it out of there.
Unless they just ignore that part of the quarry.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Which
don't
why
know.
was it full of so much water before?
Oh, quarries fill up with water.
Yeah, they do.
That much?
Just depending
Yeah,
on
they can, yeah.
the season and how
Wasn't that
rainy
a
it
quarry in
is.
It where they jumped into, the movie It?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was a huge body of water. Because you just kind of, you don't have to go down like terribly deep. You want all that rocks on the same layer, so you just build out.
Plus, over the
know?
years, if the rocks, if they dig out more, or if they, rock slides and it fills in. And,
Yeah.
Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, everyone's paired up.
Prowl. Oh, terrible. I love the centaur costume. Just Jesus, that would be the worst fucking costume.
I would never do that costume
Yeah.
with Ben.
No,
That's
I
just-
wouldn't either.
Oh my God, I do
mean,
not trust Ben at all.
As
what?
gassy as Mike is, no
What
fucking
costume?
way.
The centaur costume
Oh,
or the
hell
horse
no.
costume.
It's
No,
just
no,
a
no,
dumb
no.
costume in general
It
for
is.
anyone. Like,
Like,
that
why
would be
would you want to be?
that would be so uncomfortable.
That was Jeff Dunham's dummy. That skeleton that just went by. I swear to God, that was
Ahmed?
Ahmed.
Ahmed.
It was really, yeah.
well, 2009, that'd be about prime time. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Like, he was pretty early. Like, it's coming
That is a
up.
buff female barbarian.
Over here, over the shoulder. I swear. There.
Yeah, there it is. Yep, that's
Was that
the
not-
face.
No, that is not.
You don't
It
think
looks
so?
like
Just
it's
without his-
similar in the
He's
face.
got- It had a bow on. I think it was just like a girl
Well, you could
version.
put a bow. You could take a hat. You could redress it.
There was no beard.
Well, you
Oh,
could
that's
put a
right.
beard on it.
The head was also.
Let's see if those
rounder.
teachers in the background here, real quick. When she gets back.
Well, he was following her.
Yeah, he's been following.
Hi. So there's a guy here who really
So apparently, you see her in the maybe not this particular shot,
Ah, Jesus Christ.
but I'm looking for that teacher now.
Yeah.
Just get your ass over here. Beggars can't be choosers.
No, I doubt you see her in this scene.
Not in that.
I got the depth of field not very well.
Yeah.
Well, it's choice, but still.
Yeah.
Not now, Andrew. Whatever.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, just fuck off.
He's missing an ear.
Why are you still there, dude? Like, if she doesn't remember your name and she's treating you like shit, like, get the fuck out
Yeah.
of
He might still
seriously.
get laid.
here. In what way?
Oh, that wishful thinking.
He's a simp. All men are
That
simps
can't-
when you think about
that-
it.
Wait, no.
He's just thinking with the wrong head.
Yeah.
He's not using like any context clues. You know, pirate. You already know. Little bastard.
I know this whole scene is.
I almost
so
wonder if
mean.
he was in on it from the beginning or if they just put him in on it real quick right
I'm
then.
sure they peer pressured him into it.
I'm sure he knew like some sort of prank was gonna happen, but I don't think he knew like everything.
So I wonder if that was him having second thoughts or if he was actually getting scared.
Well, I mean, it is kind of a dark area, so
Yeah, and he is
Yeah.
kind of a pansy.
He just totally lost his nerve.
Anna, did you get food?
yes.
Okay. I just seen Ben get food, so I figured I'd ask.
Aren't you coming? Okay, stay here. Don't let the candles go out and we'll protect you, okay?
Yeah.
They don't deserve you.
They really
They
don't.
really don't. No, not at all.
Like these are asshole kids, except for her. She's the golden child.
Like she's stepping out for kids that have picked on her. She's going.
Well, they
after
haven't picked on her yet.
They haven't at all. They were
No, they've actually been nice to her this whole evening, to be honest.
The
Aw.
boy,
Is
the,
it with-
Schrader. Schrader is actually a nice guy.
Yeah.
Once he
I think he realizes he's a nice guy. I think he started out with ill intent. And,
well, I think
He's
he
like,
started
"Ah,
off with
shit."
mediocre intent.
yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
thought it was going to be like, ha ha. Because he
Yeah.
was nice to her even when he didn't have to be beforehand.
Right.
Like, he flirted with her at first to get her to go, but then he was nice beyond that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still curious of like to why she does let them die.
Because she realizes they fucked with her and like fuck them. I'm with her. She got hurt.
Yeah.
Like this was
That was
not a
mean.
funny.
But,
yeah,
but
this
you
was
know, how
serious.
many jokes have we done to people or done to us where we just accidentally get hurt through the joke? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like
It's all fun and games till someone gets hurt is the whole thing. you
Yeah,
know?
right.
but
there's,
this crossed the line. Like, I don't know if it was
yeah.
worth
I guess
death,
just
but it
depends on
definitely
how
crossed
far
the
it
line.
goes. Like, you know,
I
if
don't
you
know.
jump
I'd
scare,
put Eric through something like this.
you fucking would, and I
Well,
don't think I'd
see, that's
appreciate
the
it.
thing. You guys already have this,
Oh yeah, we know each other. Like,
friendship
yeah, you're
and
right.
stuff.
They don't
And this
know
is
her,
just random ass kids just being a
and they're really
asshole
taking
to her
advantage of
for
her
no reason.
naivety, You know what I mean? Like,
And she doesn't have. She's
yeah,
developmentally disabled, I guess is the right way to say it.
right.
She's got some form of.
And they're taking advantage of that, and they
Yeah.
know they're doing it. So I think that's the big difference.
She's a savant.
Like, as much as I
believe
disagree-
is
So
the way you say it.
idiot savant is just means that they've got some really supernatural skill in a thing that they like carving jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh yeah. See, I'd kill somebody if they did this to me.
Yeah, because the kid called her like Rhonda the retard, and she's like, not
Aw,
retard,
that's
she's a
mean.
savant. Because in all fairness, to be retarded,
Also, I think part of it is she let him die because they broke the rules.
yeah,
Because she was
Yeah.
telling the rules.
right.
Oh yeah, she was.
She's like, no, obviously you did something to make them come after you. So
See, and they broke her glasses. Like
she's a regular. Was it Velma?
this went way too far. Yeah.
Well, the breaking the
And then
glasses was
this-
an accident. And then that was an accident. The whole thing is an accident, I think.
I know,
No.
but like,
If she were-
She could have
Her
died.
falling
That
is an
could've-
accident.
Anyone
Yeah.
could have died. I think it only gets more weight on it because she does happen to be a savant type. If it
Well-
had been anyone else, it's just a joke that went wrong.
But
So-
but they're still not all
Well,
friends though.
that's
Like,
the
right,
they-
so that's the next layer.
yeah.
So,
But that's an important part of it is like they are taking advantage of somebody who doesn't have this,
what a great way to start a friendship, though.
no.
No.
Although
You-
good for
hit,
her.
honey.
Yeah.
I maintain it was just all an act. I think it's fine.
You think it's just kids being kids?
I mean, I think it is.
Yeah.
And I don't think they deserve to die, but also. Like,
Right. Yeah. I guess.
I guess the other
I
flip
should
side
make
is
that
what
clear,
would
too.
you expect her to do, really?
Yeah.
She was a bitch this whole time. I don't think the
Yeah.
other three kids, that girl had like the most real ill intentions the whole time. The rest of them were just
yeah.
like, this is a fun joke.
For the
Yeah.
blonde, this was personal.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Like,
That I don't get, but she's.
So you know what I think it is? I think it's because she knew that Schrader had some kind of like small crush on her or something.
yeah, he probably, yeah. Yeah, because you'd like to think it's probably, like at first you like to think it's the other way where he's doing whatever she says because he likes her.
Right.
But it's probably the other way where he's like, no, I actually like her, so I'm going to.
Yeah.
And she's like, hold on. No, you want me.
Jealousy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Go pack everything up. We're leaving.
Says who?
Macy, she's scared out of her mind. What else do you want?
Yeah, roll your eyes, you fucking bitch.
Mhm.
Slap the shit out of you. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, see, I think they're like really, I think, aside from the blonde bitch,
Yeah.
I think they were all really like, we're just going to be friends after this, but this is going to be a fun prank to do. Like, that's how I see it.
I
Nope, she
think.
destroyed
Well, I
the
think you're right
pumpkin.
as far as what their intent was.
I think
but-
she was just easy. She was the easiest target that they could get.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's my problem. Like it's like if you were to fuck with me in this regard, like me, we know each other well enough. I'm not, whatever. I'm not just some like it's not like you're picking on
He's not a special kid that doesn't realize it's happening.
yeah. Like I know you well enough to know that that's a possibility.
You didn't step on the slug when you came home last night, did you?
No,
There was a slug on that thing.
I didn't.
Oh, it's long dead.
I was going to send you a picture. Slugs don't bother you, do they? Or do they?
I mean, it's borderline. It's borderline.
in case the audience don't know, Eric is a.
No.
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 We don't tell the audience our fears.
Absolutely not. Not that
No,
one.
that is trusted
Not
information.
a probes.
No, I fear the deep ocean. I'll share my fear.
There you go. If they ever find a way to harass me.
I knew someone that like hated the sound of like snow crunching, like when you walked on it.
Yeah.
I do not
There's
have
a lot of
fear
those
for which can
auditory-
be exploited in this type of medium. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Be interesting, get just the interesting DMs that we would get. Just people send things like, "Let me make sure this person sees this."
Right. Yeah.
oh man, they used the chains that they were chained
By
to
your
on the
own
bus.
hand, you are undone.
Yep. It's why my outfits don't have dangly bits.
Smart. She's like, how do I know you're not fucking around again?
I'm like, no, thank you.
I really do believe that's why she left them, though. I think she just was like,
Yeah.
nope, you guys are...
yeah, you're not going to fool me once.
Yeah, because she probably still thinks it might be a joke.
Yeah.
To be honest. It's like, that's like, well, no way she thinks it's a joke. Or a prank or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Better start working on another plan, guys.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like,
so you can
quickly.
climb up the sides of that.
Yep.
See how they have
Quick
the
as you
lattices?
can. Yeah, you really
Yep.
could.
Yep.
She is savage.
Yeah.
Listen, don't fuck with the witch. Oof.
Oofta.
There's Sam.
Yeah, see, so she definitely... I think she knows the rules.
Yeah.
And he's like acknowledging her like she's one of the...
He's like, one of our own.
I don't know why you have to take a picture.
Because behind the scenes. People want to see behind the scenes.
I don't... I don't want people to
I
see
didn't
behind the
look
scenes.
cute. Why are you doing that?
You should always assume that
This
you're in
is
the...
why I podcast instead of like YouTube videos so that I don't have to look fucking cute all the time. Like, fuck off. No, put the camera down.
You're always cute or whatever.
No.
Or whatever.
No.
He says the
Is
same
this how
thing
he
to me.
compliments you?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Good
love
for
you
you.
or whatever. I hear that a lot.
My older sister told my mom one time instead of like I love you and whatever during her like farewell pageant speech, she goes, "Mom, you know how I feel," and then moved to the next fucking person.
Oh my god.
She's a big girl. She can take care of herself. I wish that were true.
Chip, do know.
Mom always said she was the runt of the litter.
Bitch, you don't even
Yep.
know.
Oh,
Right.
that's so clever. Yeah. He doesn't even know. He thinks he's the wolf. But
Yeah,
he
and that
gave
was all
himself
lost on Anna her first watch through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't get it, but okay.
How much do you hate this film now?
Yeah, do you still hate it?
I didn't hate it to begin with, guys.
That's not what I heard.
It almost broke apart our friendship, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I remember Bailey crying from that. hearing
yeah.
that.
Bailey
It was
cried
a
for
little
like 2
emotional.
hours.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
You
been a
are so
really
full of shit.
You know what? It's been a really fucking hard week, and then you put that shit on me. Like,
Yeah.
god damn.
Because Ben, didn't you say you can't trust a person that don't like this movie?
You can't trust their taste in media, that's for sure.
Well, Tyler likes this movie, so we can trust his taste in media.
No,
Well-
Tyler's a special case. Tyler likes everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved this reveal.
Yeah,
Dude, that mask is some awesome
Oh, I'm
quality.
still
Yeah.
forgetting to look for the fucking teacher.
I liked her
Oh, shit.
reveal better
Yeah.
though.
We'll see her. It's moving through people.
Yep, and like
She's
you can
in
see
here to
everyone
see,
kind
we'll
of
see her.
shocked.
She'd be in the cat outfit still, I'm sure.
I would.
Laura, what's going on?
Possibly.
You're late. Sorry.
Playing hard to get.
They're all bitches.
Yeah.
Female dogs, all of them. Every single one of them. Just a bitch in heat. So, babe, them having this transformation by the firelight is a reference to the Howling.
Oh,
Cool.
That's
that
really
exploded
cool.
my ears.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone, thanks for giving that revelation, Ben. Oh, right, Mike. I'm the only
Mike's
one
the
wearing
only one with
headphones.
Well,
headphones.
really, Mr. Cultober time breakdown.
I love this
Cultober
scene.
time breakdown.
Yay! Where is this cat lady?
Yeah, I'm not seeing her so far.
I love how they're like removing everything from him.
Stephen. Stephen Wilkins. I'm glad you're first. I really am. I like you. Who are you people?
Right.
The monsters to the monsters. All right, eyes peeled. I'll bet you if we see her, it's going to be in this scene.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, there
that
she
her?
is. There she is.
That's her
Yeah,
over there.
That's her
with
hot
the hot
dog.
dog
There
costume.
she is.
Oh my God.
Huh. But that's kind of weird, though, because I don't fit the MO of the rest of them, because it sounds like they travel around doing this. It sounds like she's a teacher in this town.
Oh shit.
I don't think they
Well,
travel
maybe they go on
around.
vacations usually.
Yeah, I was gonna say they just go to
Maybe,
different.
yeah.
Different festivals.
So they decided to do it in their own hometown this time?
Well, they might not always have. It might not always be somebody's first like.
Oh, it was her first time. Maybe it's special like that.
Maybe.
Or maybe they travel. So like, not all of them could be from the town. Maybe they take turns having it in different.
hosting.
I can't believe I never
Yeah.
noticed that fucking hot dog getting rolled up to there.
I know, right? Kind of draws the attention right to it once you know it's there, but otherwise you're focused on him.
But yeah, I would say they take turns hosting.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'll bet you're right. Good song, especially
This-
for
Oh,
this
yeah.
scene.
This was so. I'm not going to use any names, but this scene literally turned somebody I knew from straight to bi.
Oh,
That's awesome. I could see that this song having that kind of power.
I worked with them at one of my jobs, and it was a manager, and we watched this for Halloween one year, and she came up to me a little while later, and like a month or so later, and she's like, ever since that scene, I've just been looking at girls differently.
Ladies, does this make you all bi-curious? Okay.
No comment. Wow.
They're busy calming their lady boners.
Right. Yeah. It's. 'cause
I
it
already
is
said
occurring
I
right
like
now.
her reveal way more than I like his. So, I liked this how they unzip.
Oh yeah, it was.
What does her tattoo say?
I
Go
missed
back,
it.
I guess.
Because it says till something.
Okay.
Yeah, you might back it up.
Real.
Nil
Desp.
disp.
Back in Google's.
Yeah, I'll
close
bet
enough.
you
Yeah, I
can.
googled that.
Let me see. NIL.
So I'm betting it's Latin.
Was it DIA?
DESPE.
Desperandum.
But, okay.
What does
Okay,
it mean?
so maybe
That sounds familiar.
Do not despair, never despair.
never despair.
Never despair.
In Latin?
Yeah.
Fine.
It's just a word. From what I can tell, it's in the dictionary.
So I bet that's a legitimate tattoo.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't something they did for
Oh,
the movie. That person
Yeah.
probably had that.
Oh, I guess it's German.
Really? Well, I'm completely surprised by that. Jesus. Crunchy. I love how crunchy it is. You
Oh
don't
no,
like these
no, it is
werewolves?
Latin.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I'm a smarty. I love those werewolves.
I know.
Look at that.
I was like,
I don't like her
I was
teeth.
with you. I was like, surely it is Latin. Like,
Right. Thank you. Thank you for looking into it. It was
Well, her
validating.
teeth are like too big for her mouth.
Yeah, which is fine.
But I think that's kind of. The
I have a
look
problem
they
with
were
that
going for.
particular werewolf
This
look.
one
Yes.
here?
Like, yeah,
Really?
like the rest of it's fine, but like that particular look on it, like, I don't know.
The
So
long snout
I
like
would
that?
say the problem is that its mouth and head don't really match the howl. It just kind of raises its head and opens its mouth where there's no like.
No lip puckering.
Yeah,
I get you.
you can see the limitations of the animatronics in there.
Yeah, well, sure, the limits. Yeah, I get you. That makes sense, but that's to me that's forgivable.
Oh,
Maybe just not show the not focus on that angle so heavily, perhaps, would be the fix
Yeah,
during the howl.
they should have.
Shot to their limits.
Yes.
Is this
Probably
the
would have
bus-
looked a little better.
The bus driver's house.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which I think the cues they give you, like, what is the ring, and then his breathing.
It's the ring, the breathing, and then the scar on his hand, on his face, his cheek.
Ah. I love these kind of like so many locks jokes I love it. It just tells you so much about how
I see nothing wrong
somebody's
with
state
that.
of mind is. Right.
I'm just like, why? But it's like, why does he feel he needs all that? I guess.
What do you mean? He ends up getting eaten alive at the end
But
of this.
no way he knew that was coming.
Shut in. Private.
All evidence to the contrary.
Yeah. And the brilliance of this is like they cut it in right after the werewolves. It's like, oh my god,
Oh,
more
yeah.
werewolves, you know?
Or at least you don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah. Just for at least a second, you're like, okay, now we know that creatures fucking exist in this that are like, yeah.
Man, that's wheezy, isn't it?
Yep. Relatable.
Oh yeah, you do have the asthma, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to tell the audience that?
We can tell them that.
And he takes their candy.
So they dropped it. You don't drop your shit.
We already know he's an asshole, guys.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you drop your candy and run on Halloween, like, you lose that candy.
That's true. I feel like that's part of it. You have to be able to run away with your candy.
Yep.
Right.
I didn't know I was expected to have to run away. Like, that's me assuming that I'm going to be chased off somewhere first.
It's just a matter of what your innate priorities are. Do you want to keep the prize that you traveled around for or not?
Didn't know I'm going on
You know?
a quest when I go trick or treating.
Well, I mean, like in back in ancient times, if you were going around and you had collected a bunch of apples, and if you didn't get those home to your family, they might starve, and then something jumps out at you. Are you going to drop those apples? Or are you going to run with them, man? You know, you just gotta. Your mind has to choose in the moment.
I wonder if that's like candy from. Because he didn't like the candy. Why would you eat a candy you don't like? First of all, but was
I
it
don't-
was
I
that
think
some
he
of the
just
poison
tasted
candy?
funny.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's like the poison.
it might have
candy.
been the principal's candy.
Yeah. I forgot to look at the name of the candy back then
Oh,
versus
yeah.
there because they let us see it, so I imagine it was the same candy.
I bet
Yeah.
it was. That's a great movie right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is it?
Scooby Doo on Zombie
Oh
Island.
yeah.
Yes.
Scooby Doo really does have just some slapping things. Like it's really good.
Yeah.
That Scooby Doo on Zombie Island. That is an awesome movie. I
Oh, I
love
loved
that
it.
movie.
That was so good. I haven't seen it in far too long though.
Oh, I love it.
It needs to be on our Halloween movie list before the end of October.
Oh, I would cover Scooby Doo on Zombie Island.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah,
I would totally have fun
that'd
with
be
that.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dude, that egg broke his fucking window.
Jesus. Bat, as somebody who often has a hard time breathing, if I were in his state at the moment, baseball bat would not be my choice.
No,
What would be your
I would
choice?
insist at this point that you have a gun. That way you don't have to do much physical.
Right, just sit with my gun. Honestly, yeah. Especially if I were his age, yeah, I'd probably go with a gun or at least something long. I'd be more of a like push them away because then you don't have to put as much like effort into like you can just lean your body weight into it. Let your body mechanics handle some of the work.
Yeah.
That swing is going to take a lot out of you real quick.
I don't know. You've been practicing with these sticks a lot lately.
That's true, and I get winded.
And you're also not in your 60s.
I am also not into my 60s. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Can you imagine how bad I'll be?
You're
Isn't that
screwed.
scary?
Depends on how much repair you try to do now.
That's true.
How's that quitting smoking?
How's
going?
that quitting smoking going? Stay tuned. We're in the trailer stage
We're
right
in the
now.
beginning.
The movie
We're in
hasn't
the planning
started.
phases.
Yeah, pre-production.
Well, fix it. It stinks like a dead whore out here.
And he would know.
Yeah,
Get your kid out of my yard.
that was such a cool innuendo. I loved when we caught that the first time.
Yep.
And get your kid out of my yard. How
Well,
great.
you even see the principal's face kind of go like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. So cool.
So you know what I would do if that happened to me?
What?
I leave them a fucking fruit basket. They just saved me so much time.
Yeah, a lot of decoration time. That's such a good shot.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
But that would be creepy as fuck. Like
Oh, fuck yeah.
5 minutes later, and just all of the shit's there.
Right. Yeah. Because just the amount of time it would take to set all that up.
Yeah.
Especially there's a scarecrow.
Yeah. Smashing those would not be my first.
God no.
Thought.
Nope.
Yeah. Like the fact that he was going to do that was It's like no.
The
My
pitter patter
God,
of
it
little
just-
Sam feet.
See, there we go.
Y'all ever went to a theater where they have Atmos sound?
Oh, what is that? I can't remember.
Speakers in the ceiling, essentially.
Oh, okay. So, atmospheric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
One of the more popular films to do is like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh.
They did that where like the raccoon, what's the raccoon's name?
Rocket.
He's like running around the ship trying to find something. You can hear him like crawling around and everything trying to find it.
Yeah, you could hear him in.
I was just thinking, just for this, it'd be cool to have that in the theater, just to hear something crawling above you.
Patter, patter, patter. Yeah.
It's a very niche thing, though, to do
Yeah.
Atmos mixing.
See, why did they use a lever action cocking sound for that?
It's more
It's a double-
intimidating.
It's a double barrel shotgun with two hammers.
I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah, they really did.
Go back. No way.
That's a lever action.
Yep. You're right.
Because even if they made like for the sound like he pops it open and closed, like okay, so he just popped it open and closed, I guess.
Like
Yeah,
that
well,
quick?
when you pop it open, it shoots the shells out. So he would have just.
Well, yeah, but he
ejected
didn't reload it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If he
Yeah.
had, it would. So yeah, they used a lever action to simulate him cocking the hammers back.
Just to show, like, I'm ready.
Yep.
Yep.
Because simple clicks wouldn't be enough.
Right. Just like even hearing the gun kind of shift in his hand when he looked down at it would be enough.
I was gonna
Like,
say he
yeah.
should have.
Well, like
clicked it.
movies are usually pretty good about that, where he could have popped it open, you
No,
heard the
they're
shells
not.
hit the ground.
They are not. They are not good at that.
Well, there's a lot of films that have done that, where they pop it open, you hear the
Look,
shells hit the ground.
There,
Stuff.
there are good
Right.
ones, but I'm telling you, like when it comes to gun replacement sounds,
Oh no, yeah, we need the bigger sounds. instead of
Right.
Just,
It's-
Right.
they
like the shotgun we're probably getting is probably not even that shotgun sound. You know what I mean?
Right.
well, yeah. I
Probably
it's
like a 50
probably
caliber
A12
kind of
Yeah.
thing or something.
Well, they do that with
A12 gauge.
yeah. Swords and knives sound like fucking bells ringing, you know?
Shing.
Yeah, right.
That's what swords sound like, Eric.
They do. They sound
Silencers sound like pew pew.
like. Yep. Is this our thing reference?
No.
No.
Oh.
Although it's epic foreshadowing.
Yeah, it's epic foreshadowing.
Ah.
Crawling hand.
Yeah.
Is there pizza left?
Cauliflower pizza.
Bet.
Bet.
Sound guy walking away.
Sound guy walking away. We're on our own. Nobody panic.
We are now free floating sound dicks.
Oh God, free floating sound dicks. Nobody has headphones on or anything. That would fucking suck.
That would pretty much Yeah, that would hobble you for sure.
Yep.
You could probably bleed to death.
Jeez. Yeah.
How deep that is.
So fucking creepy.
I know.
That's such a good costume design, though.
I know.
It is. Because one of the freakier things about it is like there's no way anybody, a real person could see out of that mask.
No,
And he's looking directly at you.
you think.
Yeah. You think. Exactly. It's
Well,
just,
they sure that he can look through it because that burlap.
Yeah?
They shows the point of view from the beginning.
oh, and they have the burlap over it.
Yeah.
And
It
it's
looks
very
like you're
see-through.
looking through curtains, but you're really looking through his perspective.
Yeah. I get, yeah.
It's
I
like
forgot
going
about
to
that.
like the curtains at the window. If you get right up on him, you'd see outside.
What about
Yeah.
the head? The size of his head.
Right. It doesn't matter. Yeah, like a real mask that size. Well, you'd be like a.
Well,
a
I mean,
football
they have
mascot.
those costumes at any Halloween store right now.
Yeah, but they're not.
Yeah,
They're
but you
not
could
like
tell you
that.
could see through them. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
They're
can
not like that.
Yeah, you look hard enough, you could see somebody's face through those.
Well, also, this movie is like very dim, so that helps a lot with
Yeah,
hiding that.
yeah. But I just mean like even that mask like isn't hiding the fact that like it's not human. It'd be so weird to see that.
Crawling on your fucking ceiling? That's normal, right?
Oh my god, so fucking
Fucking
creepy.
Kitty, just, oh God.
Just a little kid giggle. No.
Sounds like a squealing pig at one point, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay, guys, we're safe. Sound guy back.
Sound guy's back. Hopefully nothing went wrong.
Or everything went wrong.
Everything did.
The world falls apart without me. It's okay.
It does. It's true.
It's not true at all.
Oof. Not the mask.
And this is a weak part in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
don't
did
think
not
they
care
should've
for
pulled the mask
Sam,
off?
the pumpkin head.
Yeah. I don't think they should have ever taken the mask off.
No, they shouldn't have.
No.
They could have like torn it and like shown us some of his face, but this straight up, yeah.
Oh no.
That was a good rack focus, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it went pretty cartoony, but I like they could have had like a hole in his masthead that like.
Like,
gave
I
us some
understand why
innuendo.
they did it, tying the pumpkins in, to
Yeah.
all of it, but
Yeah. But I don't think what
Well,
they.
it also gives them a way to do this. Give him guts and blood and gore, but
Yeah.
it's not.
But it would have been. I mean, they could have given him pumpkin guts like without showing us that he was a
I
straight.
agree.
I just think anytime you unmask your hidden monster, you're running a risk, and I just don't think the risk quite paid off.
No, I don't think it did either.
Yeah,
Update
what do
your
you
house,
say?
man.
Yeah.
Rotary phone. I bet there's all kinds of stuff like in this house that we could allude to, like we did, like in the backyard, with those fucking trees. and
Like
stuff,
and
you know?
looking for all the clues that he's the bus driver.
Which we already have plenty, I'm sure.
Yeah. Like what were the photos that he was burning? I didn't actually get a good look at
we
those.
You'll
we
see
them
those later.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah.
I've
Which
seen
is
this
probably
before, but
why
I
all
can't
this
remember.
is even. Well, no, because he's breaking all the Halloween rules. So
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably why all this is happening this year.
Ah. Fuck that little hand, man. That would suck.
Jesus.
Yeet. And here I go.
Yeah.
That's the Thing reference.
Ah, nice.
This is when the head is crawling away.
Yes. He's
Yeah, fuck that gun, right?
I mean, you could probably still use it to like beat him. Like,
The bat would be more efficient for that.
wakey
Hey,
wakey.
hey, hey. Still a creepy looking thing.
oh fuck yeah, it is.
Hi.
I don't know what I'd rather it to look like.
That's why you shouldn't have shown
Yeah,
it.
that's kind of why I think they should have left the mask on.
Oh no.
Yep, pretty much.
That would be you, Eric.
Yes, it would.
Yep.
I've already done expended all my energy. I can't breathe, man.
We've learned what you would do in a crisis. You just curl up into a ball.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly right.
Fun fact for the audience, I saved Eric from jumping off a cliff once.
That is bullshit. I was looking out over a cliff.
And I made sure you didn't jump.
He startled me and made sure that I didn't jump off the cliff when he scared me. There's a difference.
Man, this guy really is having just the hardest time. Like,
I mean, don't kill kids for money, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not even sure if that's what Sam's upset with.
it's not.
Like,
It's-
Sam don't care about that.
No.
Well, like he ripped Sam's mask and like shot him a couple times. Like I'd be mad.
Sam was fucking with him before that, though.
He just wanted candy.
Yeah. Well, you needed that tradition to be upheld. You win, sir. There's a candy bar right there.
I think he also, because I think what did happen is the kids did, like, pretty much summon those other kids with the pumpkins and stuff. So Sam already knew that was coming too, probably. So he's like, nah, you're not my kill.
Yeah.
I just wanted candy. Thanks.
Right.
This was all you needed to do. You still got those other kids to worry about, but I just wanted candy.
You're cool.
Well, yeah,
Yep.
for Sam, it's all about the
You've
rules.
paid your trip. Yeah. You paid your Halloween tithe.
But yeah, because I'll just, I'd like to wonder, like, why this year those kids came back to kill him. But it's like, because those kids summoned them out.
Right. Yeah, they woke him up. They brought those.
Yeah, he is supernatural, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, of course he is, but,
Right, but yeah, he's like very spirity.
At least
very
he was nice enough to
entity.
close the door behind him.
Right.
Right. Yeah, what do you fucking do? Just like, oh boy.
And here's where you get to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like burning pictures of the kids.
Yeah. Why did it take him so long to do that?
Who knows? I think this is like just for audience sake that didn't realize he was the bus driver yet.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he was trying to finally seek some closure or something. Like he held it hidden away.
Yeah.
Oh, the three little pigs.
Say it.
Aw.
Yeah, bitch, you better give him candy.
Uh-huh.
He's the worst candy in the world, though.
Hey, fuck
Candy
it.
is candy.
Yeah.
No.
It is
No,
when you're
it
being
is to
attacked by a
Sam.
demon, baby.
Yeah. It'll
Like
do.
whatever you got, you just give it.
Stop being happy about peppermint, you child.
I love those little peppermints.
Hey, this is like the first kids that he's ever given candy to. So they're just like, oh my God, he's actually doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, I hear that.
Aw.
Dressed up like his dad.
Yeah, he is.
Your dad's not coming home, fella.
Right.
Oh my God, I
Hopefully
feel
the kid
so
carries.
bad.
Hopefully the kid carries on the tradition, though.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for whoever gets that kid, though.
I know, they're
Right.
so fucked.
Still licking up parts of your dad right there, kid.
Yep.
And there she goes with her little
Yeah.
jack-o'-lantern. Like, leave me alone,
I
Sam.
love that image of like a witch with a wagon and a lit jack-o'-lantern. Like that's
Why?
I don't know. It just seems really
It's very Halloween.
old timey and Halloweeny. Yeah.
It's a very distilled image.
Yeah. Because like even her costume just isn't the most. I mean, like I've seen kids like that, but she's just everything about her is like not in the spirit of Halloween.
How far back does something have to be ancient?
Oh, damn!
I don't know.
Just-
Jeez, I don't know if that's relative or
Uh-oh.
if there's a technical definition.
He's like, oh, I got this.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, oh, what a coinkadink. I got this, and there's a bitch. So go do this.
she's
And
not
he just
pre-
goes inside like, okay.
Yeah, he's just like,
bye-bye.
oh, fuck it, somebody
He's
else.
like, I've dealt with this
Yeah.
already. Fuck
And-
you.
and
You're
he's
on
pro-
your
He's
own.
probably met her and didn't like her to start with.
Right.
She doesn't seem very likable.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Ugh, fuck. That would just
Oh,
be so.
shit.
Oh, that door had been shut, locked.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye. No.
You fucking creep.
Just throw candy at him. Shut the
I
fucking
love
door.
how that sound was his breathing. Like,
Yeah.
They ripped the skin off and everything.
yeah.
That was pretty much the only way they'd show that scene.
Yeah.
And that is trick or treat, ladies and
Yay, trick or
there was no post credit stuff on this one.
No, oh god,
I don't
no.
think
I
so.
No.
Well,
This is
Ah.
before that
trick or
became
treat.
all the range.
Trick or treat.
Well, I guess it's time to get turn. Anna, take us to our next segment.
Well done again.
Yeah!
Daddy! I want to carve the jack-o'-lantern out, but I need your help with the eyes.
In a minute, Billy.
So we just finished Trick or Treat.
Yeah. What a treat it was.
What a treat it was.
I fucking love this movie.
Oh my god. It's
So
good.
I've wanted to watch this movie all fucking month.
Yeah, she's
you've
been
been
bugging for
saving
about
it?
2.5
No,
weeks.
I've been
forced her
bugging. I have
to
been
save
bugging
it.
Ben for like 2.5 weeks. It's October 16th,
Or
and
no.
I've been bugging him for 16 days on
She-
watching this fucking movie.
Ben didn't she accused Ben of forcing her to wait, but he was just like, no, I just won't. And she
Yeah,
wanted to watch
That
it
is
with
I
Ben.
knew-
slanderous.
I knew.
Yeah.
No, I knew we were going to be watching this. We were going to be reviewing it, and now that we've watched it and that bubble is popped, we'll probably watch it at least 4 more times
For
before
all.
Right.
Halloween is over,
Yeah.
or at least it'll be on the TV.
Yes.
But God, yeah,
So the more important thing is, Anna, do I need to break up with you now?
Yeah, what are your thoughts now?
Are you still part of the crew after this?
The first time I went to watch this, he told me that if I didn't like it, we were going to break up.
Right.
Understandably, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. No, legit.
So, okay. So the second time through was
That's
a
this
lot
time.
better than the first.
Okay.
Mind you, the first I
other priorities.
did. I wanted other things. And I
Dinner
didn't.
was cooking.
Oh my God! Moving on.
So I couldn't get them. So I was a little biased. So I was like, fuck this movie. But now.
No,
since-
Anna, don't let her emotions run her at all.
No, no, no.
No, fuck this movie.
all
Just
logic.
fuck this movie. you
Yeah.
know?
I'm not touching this. So what did you think about it the second time?
Yeah.
The second time through, especially with talking through it and getting to see all the different things going on, it's a lot better. It's a lot better than I gave it credit for. I still don't like the animatronic werewolf.
Werewolves.
I don't. And I mean,
That's fair.
Sam's face. It
And that one I'll ride with you. I
Yeah.
love this movie, but God damn it, that
Yeah.
you should have just left it covered, guys.
Right.
Should have just left it covered.
before, I don't know, I never really dug into getting to know these characters as much, you know, their backstory and stuff, because I just limited to what.
Boy, we spent a
That's
lot
all.
of time on the principal.
Well,
though.
there's a
did.
surprising amount of detail there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
There's a lot we uncovered on this watch.
Yeah.
Like,
so now, I think our relationship is saved. I like
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
That's
So-
good.
Have you
Right.
seen, so you haven't seen Krampus yet?
I never watched Krampus either.
You
so
haven't?
that'd be
The
a good
new
one for
one?
me to
Oh,
Yeah.
watch.
cool.
No, I've watched Krampus.
Oh, you have?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is same writer, same guy. They're actually, so he has said that in his mind they're in the same universe.
Cool.
They will never cross.
Also
Oh wow,
cool.
nice.
Well, I mean, because they're two different.
Well, yeah.
seasons. They're two
Well,
different holidays.
Sam's sleeping when Krampus is
Well,
up, you
so
know?
yeah. Well, people were wondering if there was ever going to be like a Sam
Like a crossover.
Krampus type thing, and
Yeah.
Like
It'd
a
make no
team up
sense.
he's
or
like,
a-
absolutely not. And then people started being like, "Are you going to do like Easter?" And he goes, "Let me do Trick or Treat 2 first." And I'm like, "Please."
He just wants to make the movies he wants to make.
Yeah,
I feel like
I'm
there
not
is
checking
like
holiday
a-
boxes.
I like that they're connected.
If they start
but
crossing
leave
them and
it
end
at
up being
that.
some kind of weird Nightmare Before Christmas kind of remake thing, and
Right.
we don't need that.
No.
Yeah.
I've
like-
seen a movie. I don't remember what it was, but there is like a killer Easter bunny. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was,
I
but
still-
I have a feeling it would
Right.
be just as shitty as that.
I
Tyler
think
will
it would
know
just
what
end
movie
up
you're
being
talking
like a
about.
Freddy
Yeah.
versus Jason.
Like
still
he has
say we
like
need
big
to-
werewolf teeth, and it's just
We need to watch both the Thanksgivings this Thanksgiving.
I
Oh.
think you can go fuck yourself. But I want to give a shout out to this movie because it's in the vein of what we're talking about.
Okay.
And I feel like it's Eric will anybody will watch this movie, but the Rise of the Guardians,
Oh,
a movie that does
yes.
all of the
All the
holiday
holidays in
crossovers.
together.
But God, that movie
That
flops
is-
so hard, and I love that
It's
movie.
Such a good
I liked
movie.
it.
Yeah,
Such
it
a
is.
good movie.
But that's all I'm touching
Oh.
on that. I just always try to shout out that movie.
Yeah,
because
for
they got
real.
shit on so bad.
Watch that movie. It's so good.
It really is.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I like that they're connected, that he's willing to admit it, because they definitely share tones, because they're his movies.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, they
yep.
share almost the same kind of sense of humor as well.
Yeah, I've always meant to watch Krampus. I just never been
Oh,
in
I
a
love-
situation
so-
to watch it.
So I'll
It's
tell you
good.
what, the first time I watched Krampus, that ending pissed me off, and the second time I watched it, I loved it. I still disagree, so he filmed two endings, and he went with one ending versus the other, and I actually
Okay.
think he should have gone with the other.
Yeah.
But we will
yeah.
be covering Krampus.
So we'll talk more about that. Yeah.
Now, we didn't cover this at the beginning. Bailey, when was the first time you watched this film? Trick or
Ooh,
Treat.
it was actually, was it last year or the year before?
Last year.
Last year.
Wow.
It was last year, just last year. And I actually first watched it with Ben, which is a lot
Instant
of the
classic
movies.
in your mind?
Oh my God, yeah. It's still a classic in my mind. It'll always be a classic in my mind. Like, I love it for so many reasons. Biggest reason, and you pointed this out with like the watch along, was the best werewolf transformation.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the fact that it's female werewolves too, because we don't really see a whole lot of female werewolves. The only time, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm sure there's a whole lot of female werewolf movie out there. Never mind.
So the one that's primarily known for female werewolves is The Howling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Howling series, which got wow off the rails. Like,
yeah.
I mean, and like The Howling 1 is a werewolf classic, and then like The Howling 2 is like, and now we're on Werewolves on Acid. and then
shit.
and then it goes wilder from there. But yeah, the Howling series is known for female werewolves. It's not unheard of, but it's much less common.
Right.
Yeah.
I
would
think
say-
Dog Soldiers actually had female werewolves, but there wasn't enough emphasis on male versus female werewolf for it to really even
Yeah.
factor in.
No, I think it's safe to say, like, predominantly it's been a male monster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then usually when there are females, they're not different enough from the males for it to make a difference.
Right.
Whereas in this, it was the primary focus.
Yeah.
which
It was
cool.
how they hunted. It was why they hunted the way they did.
That
yeah.
and I love it when there's female monsters. Like I just
Sure.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
So, Ben, when did you watch this for the first time?
So we were talking about this earlier. This film had that rocky release where it didn't come out for like 3 years.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about this. I had a DVD, and I can't for the life of me remember what DVD it is. And in fact, it might still be over there, where it had a trailer for this movie. And I was like, that looks sweet. Okay, where is it? And then it just like, they dropped it off their release schedule, and then it just went silent. There was nothing.
Huh.
And then all of a sudden it came out on DVD, and it got really hard to find. It didn't get a lot of releases, at least not here in Chillicothe. It didn't. Like
Right.
Walmart didn't have it. Fucking, I think it might have been Sam Goody at that time.
Yeah.
Didn't have it. And then our movie rental place got it. And I finally got to watch it then, and I loved it. I just
Yeah.
loved it from beginning to end. I know it's not like a perfect film, right? It's not one of those ones like it's got deep writing. I think it's got at least 2 layers deeper than just surface watching, because with the principal and stuff, they
Right.
did a lot of small details, which is nice. But I don't think it's some deep like movie that's trying to be more than it is. It's
Yeah.
a really awesome anthology movie.
Yeah.
And I love it for that.
Yeah.
And also, while I'm just sucking the dick of this movie, Michael Dougherty is just like the guy. Like I will be saying this many times.
Yeah.
I love this.
And like, he
dude.
don't have much work, does he?
No, he did like a few little small animated things, and then he did this. Then he did Krampus, and then he did fucking King of the Monsters. And so this
Yeah.
dude's batting 1,000 for me.
Yeah.
All three of which I acknowledge have deep flaws story wise, but they're monster films, and the monsters are awesome, and I love what he does.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think he's vying to be perhaps someday the king of the monsters.
in
film.
If they would, so if they just need to let him be the
Right.
Kevin Feige of that. If they
Yeah.
were smart, because that's all I'll say on that matter until we do Godzilla stuff.
Well, like you said, he's kind of has his own tone and everything already. Like
Yeah.
if they just let him be like his own Tim Burton, even just like go make
Right.
any
Just-
film that you kind of
just be
want,
your
the
own-
style
yeah.
you want to be.
I'd
Yeah.
like to know
He's
who
got
I
a
have
voice.
who I have to kill or fellatio to get a team up between him and Guillermo del Toro.
Ooh.
Like that would be
Yeah.
That'd be boss.
Let Del Toro do the writing and let Dougherty do the design.
That's-
But let them cohabitate on the design.
Yeah. Just whatever dynamic they have to have. To
Yeah,
like-
because Dougherty's not a bad
just-
writer. This is cleverly written.
Yeah. Yeah.
When was the first time you watched this, Eric?
So I was trying to think of that. It was either during two periods of my life, one of two periods of my life, one of which was blurry and one of which was hazy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I had friends that just like introduced me to like all sorts of movies. I wasn't terribly adventurous with my movies, you know what I mean? Like, and I wasn't finding a lot of things like Trick or Treat that have a little more, less blockbustery and more like,
Culty.
culty and artsy. And,
I'd consider this
neat.
film culty.
I would say, yeah.
It is, yes. It's
So-
become more mainstream, which is fine by me.
Right,
Yeah.
because it's
But
more merch.
I would still call it a cult.
Yeah.
A cult film.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
know I saw it in one of those two periods of time, and so, but I, to say that I actually formulated a really good first memory of it would be just a ludicrous statement.
So actually, on that same, I wonder, is it more mainstream now than we think? Because when we were like when this came out, like nobody had heard
Right.
about it. But I wonder if it's gotten more popular now. I'd be interested to see if more people have seen it than what we think.
Right.
I hope so. I really
Well,
do.
I guess
Deserves
Bailey.
it. So-
I think Bailey and Anna would be our gauge for that because she's semi new to it. So it's like,
Yeah.
what was your before you watched it? What'd you know of this film? I guess.
Nothing.
I knew nothing of it, but when I worked at Party City last year, I actually had a couple people come in and ask for Sam masks and stuff.
And you're like,
Right.
what the fuck's a Sam?
You're
yeah,
like,
I was
Well,
like,
I was-
yeah, we
So-
got those.
So I was gonna say, like within the past 3 or 4 years, that they've slowly started getting trick or treat merchandise in the Halloween stores, which is again I
Yeah.
love. It's
So
great.
when did it hit Hot Topic? That's probably a good.
Well,
gauge
I
for
even
when it
saw
started.
one
had no
the other
idea.
day. There was a
Hot
Sam
Topic
whole
even-
outfit at
I don't know.
Walmart.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
there's like a Sam outfit for kids because I was getting my son's,
Right.
and I was like, "Well, you could be this," and he's like,
Yeah.
"No," because he's obviously never watched it. But
well, if
So I
you,
think
if you want to borrow it and let him watch it,
Yeah.
well, I
Yeah.
mean, he likes that kind of stuff now.
well,
Cool.
hey,
I th-
yeah. So
Yeah.
if you want to borrow it,
I
let
still,
us
so
know.
I still don't think it's fully mainstream. I think it is
Right.
the minority pushing the popularity.
Yeah,
Well, that's
I would
good.
say it's
Th-
growing,
they-
which
but
is
not-
fine as
yeah.
long as they keep giving us more merch and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I just hope that it somehow allows him to make the sequel that he wants.
Yeah.
Right.
I found I'm gonna kind of cut in with something I found on IMDb that was pretty neat. It looks like it's a quote and it's a statement on like
Wait,
the
hold on,
story
Michael.
itself.
When was the
Oh,
first time you watched it?
Yeah.
Pretty much the year it got released on DVD. I don't know
No
like
shit.
within what time frame, but it was like definitely me, Tyler, and our friend Jacob. We always spent like a lot of time at Tyler's place, and we just watched it there. I think because Tyler's dad would just bring home random movies of renting and stuff,
Right,
and
sure.
I think Tyler asked him to pick that one up
Uh-huh.
because Tyler always has a radar for these kind of films to get released.
Naturally,
and
he
stuff.
can
on.
sniff them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so then he picked it up. We just watched it like it was the year it came out because it was back. What was the DVD release like in 09?
2008 or 9.
Yeah, somewhere
Yeah.
around, like we still seniors in high school when it came
Right.
out. So we was all
Which, yeah, I would have been graduated. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
so,
and I would have been too.
so just the year it came out, we was all at Tyler's and we watched
And did
it.
you
No,
liked it
almost.
from the get-go?
Oh yeah, it was an instant classic for us. Like we knew from the start, like this is a film. This is the one.
You know what I love about this is it touches so many genres of the horror film,
Right.
and it just does it just almost like a buffet line. It's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of
And
this.
it's not super cliche about it either.
No.
Yeah, because it does give you like a taste of like any monster you want a little bit.
Right.
Yeah,
it's like
it
you.
I mean, you get
want-
a vampire, but it's not.
But
It
it's
turns out not to be
but
really
they
a
keep
vampire.
it from being
but-
campy because it's not an actual vampire.
Right.
Oh
Right.
shit, these are real werewolves.
Yeah. But you want ghosts. You got ghosts. You want serial
Zombies.
killers, zombies.
I mean, I guess what's the one we don't
Werewolves.
get? It's probably a shorter list at the moment.
Yeah. What don't we
I
get?
guess sci-fi. It doesn't really touch
Yeah,
sci-fi.
it doesn't touch.
Yeah, no
like-
alien type stuff. or
No,
anything
no
like
alien
that.
sort of stuff. It's all very.
Well, they kept it true to the world. Like this is the history of
Yeah.
the world kind of thing.
Yeah, to me, this feels like very old Halloween,
Right.
Yeah.
The more
which is
traditional
why
sense.
I love
Yeah.
it because I like sci-fi horror and stuff. Like I'm an H.P. Lovecraft fan and all that, but there's just something about that old timey, like from the old country horror.
Yeah, the closest thing we
Yeah.
get, the one kid is dressed up like an alien, but
Right.
Yeah, but
Right.
she's got a goddamn retainer metal.
I don't
mouth.
even know-
Like, they make her a comedy.
I'm
Yeah.
not even sure like where an alien aspect would even fit in.
It
No,
wouldn't.
I don't
It
think-
would not.
Yeah.
or even time traveling, any kind of sci-fi type stuff.
No, I don't think it's.
Even Krampus
It's
feels.
based so strictly on like their traditions
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it
Like they
there's
don't
no
venture out of
room
that.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Krampus is the exact same way. It feels very old worldy.
Right. These are like he's like
Yeah, read your thing.
pulling
you got
from traditions. And,
Yeah, he's a
and
tradition. He's a
ancient-
traditionalist.
Yeah.
He's a horror traditionalist.
Yeah.
At least in these films.
there.
Yeah.
Share us what you found there, Eric.
So I was looking at IMDb and I found this, and I think it kind of ties into like why did it become such a cult thing? Like why are people so passionate about it? And I think this might kind of touch on perhaps why. So I'm just gonna read directly from it.
Sure.
This little section here. It says there were 18 drafts of the script. And one theme that crept in along the way is the idea that each of these stories represents a different stage of a person's experience with Halloween. And now this part's in quotes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
The first story with Dylan Baker and his son is about how you're introduced to the holiday. The second one with the kids is you and your friends roaming around without parents for the first time.
Yes.
This one with Anna Paquin and her friends is Halloween in your 20s when it's about sex. The final story with Brian Cox is Halloween in your twilight years. It's the Scrooge of Halloween.
Oh my.
You know what? I've watched this movie a lot. I never actually kind of picked up on that.
Right, me neither. Like, but it totally fits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so the girl gets killed at the beginning. They're just kind of like a side thing altogether, really. Then because
Hey,
we really don't follow a story of
know-
them anyway.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what? 18 drafts.
yeah.
18 drafts.
18 drafts.
Why don't we give that motherfucker a Star Wars? Because you know what? He drafts. He doesn't just go with the first
Well,
one. You know,
right.
That's an interesting concept.
Well,
And that's probably why his movie list is so short, but so good.
right.
He's
Well,
taking some real time to put these
drafts.
together.
I'll just say that's typical though, to go through that many drafts.
Right.
It
and it
is,
should
yes,
be.
but,
We're,
At least he did
we're
good,
marveling, yes.
but we're marveling at how the basics make so much fucking difference.
Yeah, when you actually like take your time and do that
Okay,
kind of
these
process.
are subtle stabs the audience don't really
Are,
know.
are we getting
they
passive
do.
aggressive
Yes,
in a way
they
that we
do.
don't? Oh God. Okay.
Yes, they do. Yes, if they're listening to us, they know exactly what we're talking about.
Oh no.
But
It's funny.
But no, that's actually and that's a good way to work a theme into your movie without it being so obtrusive.
Because the
that-
theme evolved itself to them. They
Right.
said that was the common theme that they
right,
found.
like it's not shoving it in your audience's
yeah.
face.
They didn't set out like, yeah, I want this to be the different
Right.
stages. They were just like, holy shit, you know what? That's what this is. Let's mold it to that.
So I'll go ahead and start us off with our ratings of this.
Ooh, okay.
Because Anna's never done this, so she'll catch on by going last. So me,
All
Eric,
right.
Ben, Bailey, then Anna. So I'm going to give this a definitive, just 5 out of 5 Howlin' Wolves, because I can't, even with the face reveal, I'm not upset. It does get cartoony a bit, but I'm still not upset with the monster look. Could have been something. The mystery would probably been better. But I'm still not upset with how the monster ended up looking, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So that don't taint enough to make me lose make it a 4, in my opinion.
Right.
But it's like again, we watched it the year it came out, instant classic. I've pretty much watched it every year since then.
Yeah.
It's a staple at this point. I'm going to eventually. I just never get around to it because they made the comics and stuff of it too, right? I'm pretty sure they did
Yeah.
the whole comic thing.
Yep.
I'm going to get those one day and read through those.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
I think
5
that's a
out of 5 Howlin' Wolves over
5
here.
out of 5
Howlin'
Howlin'
Wolves.
Wolves. All right.
What you got, Eric?
I am going to give it 5 out of 5 pieces of candy that you should have checked.
This is a thing now.
And I'm with Michael. Like, even though, like, to me, it's more of a story choice. Like, don't remove the mask off of a masked monster unless there's a really good reason to do it. And I don't think that it paid off that well. But I actually have a lot of respect of the use of animatronics and makeup in this film. I don't think there's really any CGI, at least that I can think of, that they did. And that would make sense. Like, he went at least majority practical with that. Even the hand crawling around and stuff, a lot of that was hidden with like the way they framed it.
I think the only thing that'd be like special effects would be the wolf transformation itself.
Yeah, but even a lot of that
eyes,
was practical.
Yeah.
Well, the teeth, the eyes.
When she like looked up at the camera, it was very, very just where they kind of had to do it.
But
to
yeah,
pull
you're
off
right. They really didn't do too much.
They did as much as they could practical. So I have a lot of respect for that. And so that's why I can forgive things like Sam's face, even though I did kind of rag on it. The way the werewolves look when they howl, stuff like that. Because like I love practical. I will actually just kind of, it's amazing what I'll sacrifice in order to see practical as far as my standards go.
Right.
Like, yeah. So there you have it. There's my 5 out of 5 pieces of candy that you should have checked.
What you got, Ben?
I'm going to do 5 out of 5 children's headed jack-o'-lanterns.
Let me help you with the eyes.
With the eyes. Sam's face is just, Sam's actual like face is just not, wasn't a good idea.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good idea in conception. It didn't look good, but it also wasn't a good idea to explore. Right. You should have just left it hidden. You could have torn the mouth open and had something under there that wasn't a goddamn pumpkin. Give it some indiscriminate thing with teeth.
And I think that was like the point brought up. They only really did it so they could give us some blood gore type look.
Right. And they still could have done that, like Eric said, when he gets shot in the chest and stuff, the pumpkin comes out. You still could have done that.
That still would have been neat. It would have been on theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we really didn't even get like expressions out of his face, like made him more sinister or anything. Where it's just,
I think it made him less sinister.
Yeah.
I think the blankness of the mask made him much more terrifying.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But that being said, it doesn't hurt this film in any way. And if he were to come out with a sequel, I would be there like opening night.
Oh, hell yes.
Shit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I give it 5 out of 5. I love this movie.
What was the 5 again?
5
out of 5 children-headed jack-o'-lanterns.
Children-headed jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh boy.
Okay, Bailey, it's you now.
I'm gonna do 5 out of 5 fingers on Sam's crawling hand. I love this movie. I've loved it since the first time I watched it for all of the above reasons. From beginning to end, when, the first kill is so interesting too, with her like becoming one of the ghost figure people, which that's actually a really cool way to make ghosts too. Ben, we might be doing that next year.
With people parts?
Not with people parts.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Eric, they need your rent money.
Unless you quit paying rent all of a sudden.
There you go. That's true. Yay, I don't have to be a decoration.
And like the lollipop in her mouth, and like at the end where we see him kind of be like, "Oh, lollipop!" Like I thought that was kind of clever.
Right.
And then with the kids at the end, and then she's just kind of waving bye as she's going up the shaft,
the elevator shaft,
and the kids are like not gonna make it. I'm sorry.
No,
don't be mean. That proves another point why you don't fuck with the witch. So you see, there's all kinds of like life lessons in here. You check your candy. You don't trust men with black scary masks. Edit that out. With scary masks.
I'm not doing
on.
editing on this one though.
What I was trying to say was you don't trust men with scary masks.
Your Georgian comes out awful lot. No, just
Your South is showing.
I wish the audience could see my face because I promise.
Oh,
it's
she really is
red.
embarrassed.
That's not what I meant for it to come out.
You know
like.
what's funny? If you didn't correct yourself and just kept going.
Yeah. You were talking about his mask.
I know it is his mask, and it is like a really creepy fucking costume too. It's like, and he's stalking her.
She's talking about the vampire. He's got a black leather mask on.
Yeah, and so like, don't. No.
Bailey
no.
Look at her. She's just so.
Bailey is so innocent, but she also
She is.
tries so hard to be innocent.
Right.
There is
I
there is
promise.
so many times where I just put my foot in my mouth and like I catch it where people can be like, "Oh my god," and then I'm like, "Oh
The
no."
audience doesn't know that Bailey had a traumatizing experience with like a dominant, like the dominatrix guys with the black mask with the zipper.
You had a
the
bad
real
experience with a
story.
pup? That's what they're called.
I don't know.
Is that what they're called?
I guess so. I guess those guys are called pups.
I'm not.
I would have thought that would have been a furry word.
We're digressing. So you gave it a 5 out of 5.
Fingers on Sam's crawling hand.
We'll save you, Bailey. We'll move on.
But I love this movie beginning to end. Do I think they could have done a better job with Sam's mask coming off? Absolutely. Still love it though. So yeah, I'm done.
It's like our only complaint so far with this movie until we get to
Anna.
Yeah. Okay. So if you were to ask me the first time I watched this movie, I probably would have only gave it like 2 massacred kids out of 5. But rewatching it, diving a little more into it, really getting to
Hearing our enthusiasm
see-
about it.
no, really getting to see all of the little details that were like the little hidden Easter eggs and the thought process that really went into this. Okay, it's a lot
Right.
more creative than I gave it credit for.
than you noticed before. Yeah.
Right. Is it a perfect movie?
No.
No, it's not going to be. I don't think there is such thing as like a perfect movie.
Yeah.
But rewatching it, I would say I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 massacred kids.
Hey, see, that's okay.
Yeah.
4.5.
Half a kid made it.
Half a kid. Like they cut half of their body off, the top half still there. You know, they're just doing whatever with
He,
the bottom.
he ended up starring in Wild Wild West. It's fine.
She went from killing 2 kids to 4.5.
Yeah,
Oh,
4.5
boys.
kids died.
Yeah, this is one of those films where it's just I kind of hate when people say this, but I'm going to end up saying it. So it's fun, like it's just it's a nice Halloween movie.
Yes.
It checks a lot of
Yeah.
boxes. It's not so grim and gritty that people that are on the fence about horror movies can't enjoy it.
Right.
But it's still because like one of the things you say is all the kills are off screen, right? So
Yeah.
you don't ever actually see somebody really die.
You don't see the light leave their eyes.
Yeah, and it's not ultra graphic.
Right. No, it's not.
So it's nice, but it's still got that R rating. It scratches the itch for your most horror fans. It's an anthology film, which is always cool. It's neat. It's different stories, so you
Right.
don't have to. It's something you could put on and pay attention to one story, and then like if you get a phone call or something, you know, you can move on and you come back.
So now after learning the thing that Eric gave us, like how it's, stages of Halloween through your life, which character do you feel that you relate the most with?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, physically, the old man. But not in spirit.
I think she's my favorite character because kind of what's going to be. It's going to end up being your favorite character too, probably.
Yeah.
Whoever you feel you relate with. Mine's the savant girl. I can't help it.
Mine too.
Tisms ahoy!
Tisms ahoy.
Yeah.
Because I was just so fun. Because I probably would do some shit like that. So I was like, "Do you really like Halloween?" Just give some explanation you really didn't fucking want. You mean what is it called?
Samhain.
Samhain, yeah. A lot of people will call it like Samhain just because of that's how the way it's spelled and it's like the American pronunciation
but
of
she
it.
actually called it Samhain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she does
she
pronounce
did.
it
She pronounced
correctly.
it correctly.
And she also goes Samhain, also known as All Hallows Eve, also known as Halloween. Like just like
Mm-hmm.
Well, if that's the case, then I feel like I'm the dad, the principal.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Less creepy, but that same spirit.
No,
of
creepy.
like
It's fine.
For me, well, for me, Halloween really is the traditions, right? Like I love carving jack-o'-lanterns. I don't know how many did I end up carving last year out of the 8. I think
you did like 10
Yeah.
actually. Like we had 8.
Yeah, because we ended up giving some stayed at the party at my mom's mom went to. So yeah, I ended up carving a lot of them. And boy, it just like I can't require anything, but I don't need people to go all out for Halloween, right? Like a simple jack-o'-lantern will do.
Yeah.
But we actually go for a walk around the neighborhood on Halloween night.
Yep.
And we were the only house within 6 blocks?
Several blocks without without
With a-
jack-o'-lanterns
with a-
anymore.
Yeah, we were the only ones with a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
It's like, man, come on.
Yeah.
And like, there's nothing.
I don't do jack-o'-lanterns. I do haunted houses. Does that
Listen,
count?
how do you expect to keep the ghouls away from your house?
Right.
I just,
I don't believe in the ghouls.
They believe in you.
No, see, you're signing up to be Mr. Old Man
It'd be all right.
with the dogs.
I like haunted houses.
I just
true.
think that Halloween, whether or not you get into the paranormal stuff, I think it's got a lot of good traditions for us to keep.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is teaching kids how to deal with fear.
Yeah.
So, did you say you related with the girl too? There.
Yeah, I really like her. She's awesome, and it just proves further, like, man, don't fuck with the witch, guys. Like, sorry.
I think the part I really relate to the most is like I would 100% leave all you guys in the rock quarry to save myself.
Well, but I think it's important. I think it's important to point out that she didn't have to. She could have opened that door and let them in.
She almost did.
She almost did, but then decided not to.
Yeah.
So that's
Same,
different.
Same.
No, so those are two fundamental things. It's I'm not going to sacrifice myself to save you, and it's I'm not going to give you a legitimate chance at escape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Both of these exist. I would leave you all down that rock quarry. Sorry.
That's fine because as we pointed out watching it, you can climb up those sides. So I'd be Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I can get myself out of here.
What about you, Anna? Who do you relate with?
The angel.
Little Red Riding Hood?
Yeah.
I knew she was gonna say that. I knew it.
Well, I mean,
Just this timid girl that doesn't really want to do what she's supposed to do.
well, see,
But with
anybody
with a hidden inner psychopath.
Yeah.
I was always there.
anybody that knows me knows I have a hidden
Inner
psychopath.
It's not
Psychopath?
hidden, though.
I try. No,
Not
see,
hard.
I feel like I feel like I am more her right now because all of my friends know, but I'm going through a lot of new changes. Kind of striking out on my own for the first time. I feel like I'm finally growing up. This is like my first Halloween where I can be me. So I feel kind of like I'm in that. I'm striking out, but at the same time, I can finally make this Halloween more about fun and,
You're going through
Yeah.
the change.
having
Yeah.
some fucking parties, going to some parties because before this, I was trapped in this,
Yeah.
It's a
You're
whole
You're becoming a werewolf. Just say it.
yeah, I mean, I can finally
She's
have
gonna
my
start
first
sprouting
change.
body hair.
Start.
That was
Mike, you're not supposed
mean.
to tell people.
So I'm actually with her. I joked about the old man, but like that part of the story is the one that I loved at least. So I relate to in that nostalgic sense of like, oh, there was this big social event that you're getting ready to do, and there's all sorts of pressure that's put on it by your different friends, and we have to do this and that, and
That's
you
a
go
di-
out. It
Yeah,
became
like
a
I've
thing.
never been to an
That's an,
adult
that's an
Halloween
interesting,
party
different way to look
ever.
at though. Same story, but you all see it differently. All the pressures of what you're supposed to,
Yeah.
and she's seeing it as opportunity.
Yeah,
like,
she's
to
getting
be
ready
on
to
your
cut
own.
loose. But we always made it like it was this
Well,
goal-oriented adventure. Get to the party, do
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
Because I mean, it is a big thing for her, but at the same time, she's finally being accepted into the pack. She's finally
Yeah.
getting to have her
It's
christening.
interesting.
of,
These two different views
like,
of this same
sorts.
story.
That came from that one interpretation.
it.
Well,
Because it
there's-
touched on that point in time of life, that stage of Halloween, but you have different experiences within that too. Yeah.
Interesting.
I like it.
Well, I guess are we wrapped up, or does anyone
that-
have any thoughts?
More stuff.
Because
I
this is an ultimate wrap up when we wrap this one up, fellas.
Right.
This will be the end of Cultober.
Fellas, excuse
Oh,
you.
man.
Do not assume my gender.
Fellas is a neutral term.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah.
mind. You're saved.
But I guess. So I guess if I were going to wrap up this Cultober, I guess since I'm already on the tradition train, it's like there's a reason why this holiday is important,
Yes.
and it is kind of one that is slowly getting smaller, slowly getting smaller. It's shrinking in size and it's becoming less and less popular.
That's a shame.
While it's not as fundamentally as important as say Halloween or Christmas.
I mean, Walmart already has Christmas shit out.
yeah.
So while it's not as fundamentally important, I would be willing to accept. It's still an important holiday, and it has a lot of things that we need and can use.
It's not as important at Christian society. So
I
It
guess
predates Christianity.
No, that's
though.
not true. Because if Christians are smart, they realize that everybody's got to have a good villain,
yeah.
Yeah.
and so
So what has this Cultober been? We've had 4 Cult Talk Weird Shits.
Yeah.
Instead of every other Wednesday.
Instead
We
of two,
went
you
out,
got
to
4.
went out to Bigfoot Ridge.
Went out to Bigfoot Ridge, did some camping out there.
Which
Yep.
we didn't tell our audiences, but we heard some weird shit out there, didn't we?
We did.
We analyzed some audio. I think we determined an owl.
I think.
Well,
either
no,
an
even
hour-
before the
No, 'cause
recording.
we never got the recording of that yellow.
Yeah,
that
the actual
But
recording thing we heard. Yeah,
I have since heard a recording of a fox that was kind of close to that. That kind of does sound like that shouting person. It's like,
Did
what
you guys-
the fuck?
Did you guys like kill someone out in the woods and are trying to like cover it up a little
I mean,
bit?
me and Winnie did
They
go on a
can't
long night
discuss
hike.
that.
Yeah.
they can't discuss that.
No.
No.
If we told you, we'd have to kill you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Guys?
We'll go another camping trip. Bailey, you want to go?
Yeah.
No.
You want to go on a camping trip?
No.
He didn't mean he'd have to
No.
kill you. He just meant that he'd have to go on a camping trip with you.
No.
That's all I meant. And
I
by that,
would
didn't mean
absolutely love
kill
to
you.
go on a camping trip. I just want a tent that fits.
So we had
Oh yeah, poor Ben.
Ben did get the short
I was so glad I did not go on that camping trip after I heard about that. I was like, oof, I would have been
I
grumpy.
should have just brought my bigger tent.
We would have slept in the car.
Yeah.
That's true too. See, so maybe I should have gone.
It's fine, guys. I was in Virginia getting assaulted. It's fine.
It's
That's
fine.
So we had the 4 Cult Talk Weird Shit this month. We've had all the usual Cult of Campbell, just
Yep.
special episodes for it. We
And
had the
then
Army
some-
of Darkness. We had Charmed episode, which that's a funny episode. It basically just devolved into me explaining the
Just Charmed
charm
to
to you
us.
guys. Man,
Yeah.
like, that
Well,
was-
what did you? Oh my god! I'm
What
so
did
glad
you-
I missed that.
it was so funny. And then what's been we've had all
We've
these
had some
Cultober
Cultober
exclusives.
Exclusives.
We did what was the first one? Night of the Creeps. We had the
Uh-huh.
Faculty.
Yep. The faculty was good.
Halloween was our first one.
Oh yeah, Halloween was the first
of
one.
John
course.
Carpenter's classic.
Yeah,
Halloween.
Halloween,
Yes.
then Night of the Creeps. We got the stuff in there. Tyler's
Mhm.
favorite, one of his favorites.
Yep.
Um,
the stuff. Wonderful stuff.
We traded out for the Faculty, didn't we? Like we was about to do Troll 2 or something. Like, can we do the Faculty
thank
instead?
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yep,
were gonna
yep,
do
we were
Troll
gonna do
2, and
something
then
else.
there was a last.
Oh, and
minute
13
change.
Ghosts. That was one I keep forgetting.
13
13
Ghosts. I
Ghosts.
wasn't
Oh,
there
yeah.
for that
So,
one, but
a
yeah.
few.
Oh, I wish
I
was
kind
there.
of wish we.
I love 13 Ghosts.
What was the
It's my
movie that
favorite.
I wish we had? I said earlier that there was a movie I wish we had managed to squeeze in there, but I can't think of.
Oh
what it
yeah,
was.
you said it earlier. That's
Oh.
lost now.
Oh
Yeah.
well.
But yeah, it's been a very eventful Cultober. I hope
yes.
everyone join us on the. I mean, if you only followed one of these series, because I mean, it's kind of like 3 different series you had
Yeah.
to follow. You had the Cultober exclusives, the Cult Talk Weird Shits, and the Cult of Campbell.
Right.
It wasn't ones you had to follow.
Well,
Right.
true. I mean,
Right.
there was all that content you could have followed all separately, but it all came together to,
Yeah.
to here
To hear.
to
We did
trick
it
or
for you.
treat.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween.
So yes, it's been a fun month.
Yes.
Follow us on all the medias at Cult Talk Net. Join the talk. What you got? Words for the audience, Eric?
No. Not you. You covered it. You covered it.
Ben, you got words for the audience?
I've rambled enough.
Bailey, you got words for the audience?
Don't hate me.
Oh,
She
yeah.
reminded him at the end.
They already forgot. You just reminded them.
Just
Don't hate me.
We tried so hard to bury that lead there.
It's fine.
Anna,
Like,
for your-
what do you do with a person that constantly digs up the grenade to die on?
Wait, I didn't quite get it. Let me try one more time.
Just
So, Anna, you're on your first episode and last episode of Cultober. Did you enjoy your time?
I did.
You did? As
And
I
you
guess-
did all those wonderful segues.
I think Anna should do our sign off.
Well, guys, it's been great popping my cherry with you.
There it is.
That's it?
Okay.
Wait,
All
you
over the
didn't
place.
tell us to
Stay weird.
stay. Nope.
No,
Nope, that's
no,
not
no.
this either.
That's the wrong one.
I've never listened to this
She
one.
only she listens to Cult Talk Weird shit.
I fucking love it. Okay.
Everybody listens to Cult Talk Weird Shit.
Yeah, follow us at Cult Talk Net on Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere.
Everywhere.
At Cult Talk Net, join
We're
the talk.
everywhere.
Happy
We're going to be having Cult of Lore launch in
Ooh,
November.
yeah.
Cult of Lore
Yes.
launching soon. We still got other thing in the works. The porno show. That's it's gonna be my endeavor. That's gonna be a very very niche thing.
Very, very niche.
I mean, all of our things are particularly
niche.
niche. We're kind of a network of niches. If you
Yeah.
think-
Network of niches.
I mean, we are if you think about it. I think that's
Yeah.
kind of like our thing we got going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
niche of
hope to be a regular on the porno show. That would at least
Can we
have
just
some
go ahead
girl
and say that the
opinion.
porno show is us reviewing pornos? Like, let's not like let the audience's mind
So
go
just
to the
tune in for the
imagination.
porno
too
show and
much.
find
See
out
what
what
it
it-
actually is.
Yeah, see what it
just
actually
see what it
is.
actually is.
You'll be able to view it on Pornhub
Oh god.
and YouTube, but it'll be on Pornhub also.
Gotta get famous.
Oh boy.
I hope people say they watch me on Pornhub. That'd be adorable.
How great would that be? Oh, Michael, you're the guy from Pornhub.
I sure am. So, happy Cultober. Happy Halloween to everyone. I've been Michael.
I've been Eric.
I've been Ben. Happy Halloween, guys.
I've been Bailey. Happy Halloween.
I've been Anna.
You suck.
She can't even tell them happy anything. She don't know how to do any segue, even ending.
We just threw in no training whatsoever. No training.
Yeah,
like
We're
we
like,
had
here's
training.
a sound dick. Let's go.
Yeah, here, take the sound
We
dick.
just
Why
dropped her
don't you?
in cold. Yeah.
That was a
Shove that sound dick in your face and just say things
Sound
into it.
dick. There you go. Sound
Well,
dick.
happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. All right, bye, everyone.
All these traditions, jack-o'-lanterns, putting on costumes, handing out treats, they were started to protect us, but nowadays, no one really cares.